Nations, well, go on international. It's international link out. Once again, another Thursday. It's 10 o'clock. You know when it's 10 o'clock. You know what time happened at 10 o'clock? We don't have to tell you what happened at 10 o'clock. You know what happened at 10 o'clock. Once again, wants to welcome to the nation. East, West, North, and South. My whole church family who locked down right now. I want us to thank you all. And everybody who locked down internationally all over the world want us to thank you all. It's Cat Radio, Silk Radio, in association with the Link Up Show. And so thank the panel to joining on. Jay Panel introduce the panel later on. Later on in a few seconds. It's a Link Up Show right here on the big one, Cat Radio and Silk Radio. Broadcasting internationally over the world. Wherever you are locked down, I see, want to thank you all to lock down. And last week, want to thank you all for the brilliant show where every panel. Great panel last week and great show last week. Great show all the time, but last week, talk about show. Want to thank you all. You are the people make it possible. Of course, want to thank Big D to make it possible. Right, Shari, one of the mainstream organizement for this show as well. And introduce a panel later on. The panel will actually introduce themselves in a second. Somebody could get it in. Panel, are you ready up? What's up, panel?
Yeah, man, good evening.
Everybody in full gears. It's another Thursday evening right here, and it's Cat Radio, Silk Radio in association with the Link Up Show. And we wanted to one of the panel introduce themselves. Panel.
Good night.
Next panel.
That's Kevin. That's Kevin. Good night. I'm DJ Kevin. XL in the UK.
Right, all right. And next on the panel, right. So make we get on the when we say panel, we want everybody to just log in right away and just greet himself. And let's start some little conversation right now. We have to start a little conversation because we just started off right now. We say a couple of minutes after 10 o'clock right here. I want to thank every single one of you who make it possible. The panel is very important. The panel is what makes the show goes on. Therefore, the artist is there, but we is the one who make the show goes on. So, Big D on the panel, XL's on the panel, Shari, and Shari, Kevin. So, myself, Cat. Tonight we actually gonna ask artists whatsoever we want to ask them, and we want to make sure that we don't go too far in their business, but we have to go a little bit in their business. So we're gonna do it just like that. But let's hold the panel there and just make the in the nations. Are you locked down? You're locked down to Silk Radio, Cat Radio right now on the Thursday evening right here. Just give us some more music right here in the background, and we take it like this, right? Panel, get involved and get ready to ask artists their business. It's another Thursday evening right here on Cat Radio. Well, look across my clock, I see what time. 5 minutes after 10 o'clock, right here on the big one. Silk Radio, Cat Radio in association with a Link Up Show. The panel is here and ready for all the artists who are ready for us. Right here on the big one. Back we get them the show time. We have the show time. The showtime, you know, a couple of weeks ago, I do back no time. I said, maybe just get involved the original rhythm like the showtime rhythm. I know the panel must love this rhythm as well. Hey, Kevin. Hey, I don't. Last week I heard much of you, but you here this week. What you expect to hear? What you expect this week? What your expectation this week, brother?
Why, my expectation is to just have a good show this week and just be a gossip from the news report this week. So that's my expectation. You know, Shari does her thing when she come on.
Well,
I expect some good news.
Great. Hey, XL, what do you expect this week from the show this week? What do you expect? Anything special? What do you expect? XL?
Well, we have a great line. We have a great lineup this week. I'm so excited about the lineup. I'm really looking forward to speaking with Nadine. I'm really looking forward to speaking with Little John. I'm really looking forward to speaking with Admiral Tibet Ashai, who's a personal friend of mine. So we're not going to get too up close and personal, Kat, because we know that's your department. But we're still there.
I have nothing to do with my department. It's all of us department. Big D, what are you looking forward for this week?
Well, like a controversy from about 2 nights now, Cat, since the flyers out.
Yeah.
The problem is, you know about, but I don't even know if you throw it out there. I'm gonna make Kevin give out the number from early, but Admiral Tibet and Likojan, the conversation what people talking about since the flyers out.
Yeah.
And you know what me gotta say, Cat?
Yeah.
In the 80s, Likojan ruled the 80s. Mm-hmm. Who ruled the 90s to 2000? Some says Admiral Tibet over Likojan. I don't know.
Well, make we just leave it to everybody in this business have their opinion of what they think about artists in general. We have our opinion. The panel may have their opinion. So we're going to take it from there later on. Opinion, and everybody can say what they have to say. You know, you think about it, is that we are not here to actually make nobody feel offended. What we hear for is just entertainment.
It's true. But Kevin, can you give out the number, Kevin?
Yeah, the number is 0774. Apologies. 07756473177.
Repeat it again.
07756473177.
So who out of England with the first two number? 44, I think.
Yeah, plus 44.
Right.
Okay.
The first.
Shari.
Hey, I am here. I am here. I am here. Good night, everyone.
Oh my God, your voice light up Jamaica. You're calling from you're in Jamaica, right?
Oh yes, I am here in beautiful Jamaica, the art of it all, Kingston. And you know, it's always a pleasure to be here on the UK Artists Link Up. You know, this is where it all happens every Thursday night. Last week was wonderful. You know, the guests came on and they were very interactive and we enjoyed it. Big up yourself, big up all all our guests for last week. We had what's his name? Pliers. We had Unstoppable Tashina.
Pinchers.
And we had sorry?
Pinchers.
Oh,
Pinchers.
oh yes, pinchers. I don't know. I always mix up pinchers and pliers. Forgive me, but I know that pliers will be here soon. But it was really good. Everton Blender, I mean, we went in with him, you know, for a while. It was really good. And this week, of course, you know, we have to big up the lady, the woman power, you know, Nadine Sutherland, and everybody who's on the show for this evening. You know, I'm sure our listeners are excited too to share with them. And you were talking earlier about Admiral Tibet, and I don't think I want to make a comparison. Both are talented gentlemen, and they have made their own impact, and we're looking forward to sharing with them. So a lot to come, and I am excited.
And then you have a surprise for us next week, right?
Oh, yes. We'll allow our listeners to wait for that much. We'll tell them a little later on.
Okay, seeing. So,
well, the panel seems to be in good spirit. And you can hear it kick off this evening right over here, especially when you kick off at the show time. You know, it's a very good spirit. So we expect expect good spirit just as much as people talking about last week. But every week we want to be improved to make sure to be better, more interested to the people out there in Radio Land, whatever land you're listening, Radio Land, TV Land, YouTube Land. We want to make it to be interesting to them. So, make we get on with it. And who want to have any discussion about anything before we get the first artist? Any discussion, Shari? Shari just jump off. So, Excel.
Yeah. The first discussion before we get to Ashai is I hear that Jamaica is on the list with the Coville. Yeah, is there any true about that?
Coville.
Oh yes, I realized it was breaking news this evening. It's unfortunate, but I guess first world country will do first world things, and they'll take on that kind of initiative because we know the impact of this pandemic. We don't have to bury our heads in the sand, but traveling, tourism, everything is critical because all sectors benefit. So we'll talk more about it. I will make mention of it, of course, coming up at 5:30, and we'll see how that one goes.
If we should actually talk about the COVID-19, the thing about it, we sometime I have done in a show in New York and Saturday, and the guy expect that I was going to talk about COVID-19, but I don't like talking about COVID-19 because it's so depressing. So a lot of people, they don't even want to hear about COVID-19, but we have to mention it because this is what's going on in the world. It's 2020 right now. So COVID-19, Shari will be talking about that later on in our music news, entertainment news. She will be putting a little bit of COVID-19, what they've been doing to the country and etc. So we have a load of things to talk about. Panel, who is in the panel want to discuss anything otherwise from COVID-19?
Well, all right. We gotta just get that. Cause you see, we have so much. Cause we hear that. But we're gonna wait on Shari to give all the news. I don't want to give it away.
Yeah. Let's save all the music news. Let's save all the entertainment news for Shari later on, and get on with what we want to get on with. So we want to ask question to the panel itself right now. So we have Excel, we have Kevin, we have Shari, we have Big D right here. So we want to ask question right now about our own feelings about how we feel about this show and what we have been doing and some of the things we have been doing with this show to not only for the big artists but for the artists, which is young artists, to improve themselves and to also establish them internationally over the world. Now, this show is not only a show for the UK, it's an international show in general. Let me ask the question to my panel. Do you have any such word to say to the people out there in Radioland?
Oh yes. I just want to say to each and everyone tuning in right now at this moment, we appreciate you. The feedback has been coming in, and I feel blessed to be a part of it. To know that we have captured the attention of people from all walks of life, not just because of the quality guests that we have week after week, but how we interact on this program and give young and upcoming artists the platform. Each week, we try to insert a new and upcoming talent to the world just as much as we highlight those who have already been established. So I am truly grateful, and I am sure other members of the panelists will, agree with me, thinking about just how the show came along because of COVID, of course. So there we go again. So it was birthed from the COVID situation, and it has been growing from strength to strength. And we look forward to improving on entertaining you all and educating you, because, of course, in everything we do, we want to edify ourselves. So that's my bit.
Yeah, I know. And just to remind the listeners about Silk Radio, that's just launched. If there's any DJs out there that want to step out and maybe look about getting a show, and also to the artists, then we're here for you. We've all got connections. We've all got different connections where you might need a little guidance or a little help, or maybe you might need to link a producer or a video man or anything. So we've all got those sort of connections, and we're all here for you.
Okay.
Yes, and we have also website. If you want to get website done, business website, record website, we have the builder, Shari. So you can just contact anybody from the panel, or Cat, Big D, Kevin, anybody, Shari, Excel, anybody who want to contact to make the website, we have it here all in one. And Kevin.
I'm here.
Yeah, you can give out the other radio station them who link up tonight.
Yeah, as you say, we're already on Cat Radio as it is. Big up to Unique FM, Passion Radio UK, and General
Vibes
Radio
Urban.
Station.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon me?
You're
Vibes
urban. Yeah.
And Vibes Urban. Yeah.
And Slam Radio.
Yeah.
And of course, Silk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have 5. Yeah, we have 5 radio taking it through from Cat now. So it's growing, and we have at least now it just coming at 98,000 people listening at the moment now. But I think the majority of people is America at the moment.
Wow.
Big up to followers in America, UK, and all over the world. Thank you for tuning in.
Okay.
And we also want to say thanks to Caribbean Love Entertainment Radio in New York City, who's taking it live tonight as well. And their program in New York City. So we have one more radio joining from New York City, just flashed up on my phone. Caribbean Love Entertainment Radio. I've been carrying it live tonight in New York City. So we want to say thanks to them as well.
So for a program just start less than 2 months, Shari?
Just over 2 months.
Just over 2 months and growing. And we have to say one big up to Alex Marley, you know, because we're not going to leave him out. He's the one who made this, not really make it grow with the listeners.
Everybody, I think everybody contributes, whether by just sharing, spreading the word. You know, everybody contributes, and it's appreciated.
And I also want to tell my listeners out there right now, tonight you can join me also on Facebook, and you can also catch me out on my IG as well when we broadcast the show live tonight right here in the studio from Cat Radio, and also Silk Radio, and as well, and the rest of the radio station, which is carrying out Brive tonight. But right here in the studio, right here at Cat Radio, you can join me on Instagram and Facebook. So join me on my IG right now at Catman Promo, and on my Facebook as well tonight, right here live. So tonight, looking forward.
And before we go for our first guest, Ashai, I have to big up Dan down there, big up Shined Sunshine Promotion, who is listening. Big up Derek from Sonic Travel. Everybody, Dougie, all of the people who listening at the moment, all over the world, man. I'm getting calls from Canada, Jamaica, Rocky Point, all over the place. They just like Miami, Florida, down there in Tampa. All over the place they're taking it. Everywhere.
And want to say good evening to DJ Talia out of Irie FM, who just texted me to say she just logged on as well, the Simple Radio app. So good evening to Talia. I'm from Irie FM, who joined me every Saturday in New York City. So she just logged on.
We're trying to take away Barry G from Theme Show and take him to the artist link up.
So,
I know you're good for that. You know.
So let's
good
move.
luck with that one.
So we have to hold a discussion right now about the first artist we're gonna bring to the Link Up Show this evening.
Is Ashai.
Ashai
is on the line, you know. Welcome to the world, Ashai. Silk Radio, Cat Radio, to the world, you know.
Heal up everybody. Heal up Cat, man. God alone. Heal up yourself, Big D.
Great, brother. Great.
Heal up everyone. Worldwide.
Blessings.
Worldwide.
No nice like this. When them a girl have lips and a kiss. And when her body get warm. When everything inside her turn on. When me I give it to her, she say nice. When me I give it to her, she want it twice. When me I give it to her, she say no stop. When me I give it to her. Said she love a man we keep it cool. She love a cool ruler that knows how to rule. She no want a man we take her for fool. No, said she love a me caress her body down. Caress her down till she makes sexy sound. Under the sheet where we go lock down.
Available on all outlet from internet, all outlet over the world is live right here and Cat Radio and Silk Radio and the rest of the radio station overseas in the UK, which is streaming right now. Who's going to take it away to ask the first question?
Shai, I am Shari. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm blessed.
I am feeling like, as a person who was born in Morant Bay, St. Thomas, and you're from my parish, I am excited. I am happy.
Wow. Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too. My first question to you is, since I am born and bred in St. Thomas, and I saw in your bio that you were born and raised in Jones Pen. I am from St. Thomas, but I've never heard of that place. So I want you to tell our listeners, where is Jones Pen?
Well, I'm going to give you a straightforward direction. Coming from the airport heading into St. Thomas, when you get to the big roundabout, you turn right to go to Marne Bay, Prospect, all of that. Well, you're going to turn left. And it carries through York, Seafoot, Trinityville, and beyond Trinityville, you have Jones Pen and some other little communities.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you very much. So, I am listening to your song. I don't know, unfortunately, I don't know what you look like, but you have a sound. You're coming from a positive perspective. Tell us the kind of work you put in, if you write your own music, and how do you plan on distinguishing yourself in this entertainment industry?
Well, I write my own music. That's a fact. Well, I plan to distinguish myself by my lyrics and my sound and my live performance. When I perform, I give a good performance.
Okay. So I take it you're a Rastafarian? I'm just guessing. Pardon my ignorance.
I grow my locks, but I'm not going to identify myself as one of the religious Rastafarian.
Like your Rush Derby.
I am just me. I am just me. I am just me. You know what I mean?
So Ashai, it's Excel. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Good. So we just want to let the listeners know that obviously you was born in St. Thomas, but you're not in St. Thomas right now.
No, I'm in London.
Yes, that's right. So reading your bio, it says that you moved from St. Thomas in the early days and went over to Kingston.
Yes.
Was that for musical purposes or?
Musical purposes and work. But my journey started in church, school, because I was always on the school choir. And I moved to Kingston and I started out with a group. What a lot of people don't know is when ARP and TOK was around, there was a next little group called Heartbreakers. So it was three little group like a tussle for the main spot, and at the same time it was those three little groups. Unfortunately for my group, we broke up. But the other group which got successful, they stick together, which was TOK and ARP and all of them other groups. There was probably more. But yeah, I was around that time. I went on Tasty's Talent Contest in Jamaica. We came second as a group. So I went on Red Label Wine Contest in Jamaica. I've done a bit of acting for pantomime, little theater. So I've done quite a little bit in and around Jamaica in terms of the early days.
So the Heartbreakers, that was a trio, and you made number 4.
It was yes.
Okay.
Yes, it was.
And what was your experience like with the Heartbreakers, and what did you take forward from your time being with the band? What did you take forward from that?
I have loads of experience from the Heartbreakers because we've done a lot of shows. We were managed by a lady that used to work for the American Embassy. So although people didn't know us at the time, a lot of people didn't know us. I was going around doing some really important shows. We were doing shows for ambassadors at the Wyndham Hotel at the time. we're doing loads of lot of shows. The Heartbreakers teach me to sing harmony because when I was in there, I was singing second tenor because it's 4 different harmonies that they're singing in groups, and just going places. The early days, Tasty's Talent Contest was one major stage that the Heartbreakers bring me on, and for those who know Tasty's Talent Contest, it was Yellow Man, just to say a few, and Papa San. Loads of major people got through Tasty's Talent Contest anyway. So and that was with the Heartbreakers.
So did any other members of the Heartbreakers continue in the music, or was it just you that went forward?
Well, unfortunately, one of the member died. But the other 3 of us, we're still in music. One of them played guitar. He plays for Sanchez. He used to play for that band in Jamaica. What's it called again? Fab Five. He plays guitar for Fab Five. He's doing big things. Then the other one, he's still in Jamaica. He does the circuit in Jamaica. You know, he goes around the tourist circuit, and I think he travels abroad as well. So individually, we're doing our own thing.
Yeah.
So I take it that you're in the UK, and your love and passion for the music, encourages you then to go on. How has the response been?
The response has been great. The response has been great. Unfortunately, for a little while now, there's no show due to everything that's happening. But I've done quite a few shows in and around. Big up Big D, because it not left me out anything in keep me there. Yeah, man. So the response has been great. At the moment, I'm doing a lot of recording. I'm working with Stingray and Black Metro Studios at the moment. I'm doing loads of recording, just waiting for this thing to subside so we can push it out there seriously. So hopefully by next year the album should be ready, because I'm doing loads of recording at the moment.
And this would be your first album?
Your first album?
It will be my first album. It will be my first album. Yes, it will be. Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about because I know you personally, obviously. I know you promote events and maybe have some dances here and there. How do you feel that ties in with your music?
Just repeat that for me.
So just talking about the events that you hold over here in London and the promotions that you do over here in London.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. So does that tie in with your music, or is that like strictly? Yeah.
Everything ties in with music, because it gives you a bigger audience. It makes more people know you, and so it's all about establishing yourself and putting yourself out there. Because if you do a promotion, there's those of people who's gonna come out who didn't know you, and you know what I mean. So every little way that you can get music going as an artist or as a promoter, you have to get involved, really. It's just like enough promoters do producing and other stuff, and everything ties in together.
Right.
Okay.
But as an up and coming artist, though, Ashai, if you were to change any one thing about the music industry itself, what would it be?
The one thing I would change is I would try to eradicate the selfish people that is in it now. Because back in Jamaica, I was getting on stage here, there, everywhere. You didn't have to be famous to get on a stage. Yeah, put it like that. Once a stage is there and you're brave enough to climb on that stage, you're gonna get an opportunity. So I would eradicate the people in it who they're putting on shows, they're not giving new artists no opportunity. Beanie Man didn't make it. It didn't turn big one day, they follow sound system and the whole story. All the big artists, them what you think about now. Someone gave them the opportunity. Someone. And the radio disc jock, they need to play new tune. They need to introduce new artists to the world, because that's what it is. You can't deal with the one set of artists all the day. You have to bring new things have to come. Just like how kids born, everything you have to regenerate. You know what I mean? So the one thing I would change is to eradicate the people in the music business who don't understand that part of it. It's a chain link. Everything is a chain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody do them part. I'm in the studios. A lot of people don't know that. I'm in the studios a lot of time putting in the work. When you do the work, then you want someone to take it on and carry it on, which is usually the disc jockeys. You know what I mean? So everyone have a role to play, really, and everyone benefits from it in the end. Everyone, there's a benefit in there. There's, you know what I mean? There's stuff in there for everybody in the end.
Right. So
do you currently have a manager? Do you currently have a manager, or are you sort of like juggling?
At the moment, I start to manage myself.
Okay.
Right, I'm going to ask you a few questions, artists. I'm going to ask you a few questions now. As you mentioned a point about disc jockey and the responsibility of disc jockey to bring new talent out on the street. So you certainly think that disc jockeys in general have a responsibility of putting young artists, not even young artists, but artists which is not out there. They have a responsibility. Do you think that that disc jockeys have a responsibility to bring the talent out there? So that's what you're saying.
Yes, I definitely believe that, because I think that is where it started anyway, because no artist couldn't get out there without the sound system back in the days. If the sound system don't play them tune and call them on a stage, they wouldn't get a show, because they weren't big enough for someone to put them on a show. Right. So I think that is how it started out, and it went well that way. A lot of artists come up through the rank and do their thing, and the disc jockeys was proud. You hear a man say, yeah man, I mean first play the artist laying on and them type of thing. So yes, I think there is a responsibility. Everybody have their own responsibility, and so I do think it's a responsibility of the disc jockey to try and play new talent and introduce new talent to the business.
Yeah, but do you think as well that artists themselves as well have a responsibility as well to make sure that their song out there and they put behind the strength behind, because one thing about the disc jockey have a responsibility of playing your song, but then again it's also take the responsibility of the artist as well to put in the interest to make sure that the disc jockey play their song. What do you think about that?
Yes, definitely, because enough nights I'll be up sending my song to anyone, any disc jockey that I have the email. I'm gonna send it to them. I'm gonna do my social media promotion. So yes, the artist have to promote his own stuff. He have to push it, because you know what I mean, he have to do what he can to get it as far as he possibly can.
Right. You know? Of course. So make we just jump off of that topic now, because we have responsibility. Of course, DJs and disc jockey have responsibility. Artists have responsibility. In COVID-19 2020, because of so affected by the business so affected by COVID-19 with the stage one, etc. We're looking forward. What's the direction for you after COVID-19? We also have to say after COVID-19, because we expect COVID-19 not to be around here, linger too long before go away. So what is your direction after COVID-19? What you have in place, and what are your plan?
My plans after COVID-19, or should I say during it, because I don't know when it's going to end.
Yeah.
So I have to say during now. My plans is just to do a lot of recording. I'm waiting for the shows to start happening again, to get on them shows and just push the music as far as. But we're trying to stay positive as well, because you know what I mean, there's so many negative stuff going on. The other day I saw a video clip of a policeman still shooting a black man in America. So you know what I mean, we're trying to stay positive with the music and try to highlight stuff and try to educate people that this type of liberty shouldn't be happening right now. So, you know what I mean, my direction is just to continue doing music and to get back on the stage whenever that comes around again, and just to, you know what I mean, stay positive and hope everybody survive this thing, because a lot of people died on RIP to everyone who lose a family or a friend or anybody. Right. So, yeah, just stay positive and try, you know what I mean, and try to share some love, because we're not like this little killing business we are going either in this time. So, you know.
My last message, my last question to you, what's your message to the young youths out there which have been fighting this post-Cold war and this post-Cold and all the stabbing which is happening from east, west, north, south, and etc. What is, as an artist, who is do positive music and a positive message sending out there to the people. What's your message to these youth? What's the last? I'm gonna ask you this. What is your message to them? What message you want to send out there to these people?
I want to remind all these youths that black people came here way back and they had to stick together to survive a lot of things. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna point out some of the stuff then, but they had to stick together. Now, most of the black people that came here back then, a lot of them is family or their good friends. So it's their offspring that is here now. So most of the offspring that is killing each other don't even know that they are either family to somebody they're killing or their parents used to live so good back in the days. So what we want them to do is to just have a reflection on the struggle that those people been through to make sure that they're here right now and the liberty they have. Because remember, those people fight a lot of different issues to make us able to enjoy certain liberty right now. You know what I mean? So these youths just need to stop for a minute and know themselves and reflect back and see that this little stupid war, whatever going on with it just don't make sense. Just don't make sense.
I'm just gonna let you I want to left the nation with something because another message of one of your song, and if anyone else on the panel want to ask your question and give out your information and your social media information before you go, but let me just drop one more of your track right here.
Girl, I love the way you grow. There's something you should know. Ooh, girl. Long time I see you and I check off for you. Your body looks so good, me just want to hold you. I can tell, say I am mama grow you, but I hunt me, I answer me, I forget you. Do you think I'm gonna give up now? Oh no, I've got to win your heart some way, somehow. Ooh, I wanna give you this love that I've got inside. When you feel it inside, let me hear you say, yeah, 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 yeah. I wanna hear you say, yeah, 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 yeah. I wanna give you this love that I've got inside. Oh girl, when you feel it inside.
Is anyone else on the panel want to ask the artist some question and give out this information before we go this evening? Right here on Cat Radio and Silk Radio. Panel?
Hello?
Hey.
Yeah, so the phone line number for all your requests, if you've got any questions for the artist, is 07756 473 177. 07756 473 177. So Ashai, the track we just heard, can you give us a little background behind it?
Yes, that track is originally produced by Tony Phillips from the Rough Cut band, original Rough Cut, and it's a love song to the ladies, and yeah, it's doing well. It's doing well. It's lovely song. I'm getting those are good feedback from it.
Okay, so the album's coming next. Have you got any idea when we should look out for that album?
It's gonna be next year, but it's not. It wouldn't be practical for me to put a date on it, but it will be next year.
Okay, so how many tracks roughly are we looking out for on this album?
Looking at about 13 tracks.
Okay, nice.
And it will have.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say tracks from like present day going back maybe a couple of years to the more familiar tracks.
No. Most of them is gonna be new track. This one that Catman just plays is definitely gonna be on there, but most of them is gonna be new tracks.
Okay. Asha, you can give out your social media network and make people see where them can catch you online.
Yeah, Ashai Walker. That's my Facebook name. It's Ashai Walker. ASH-I Walker, and my Instagram is Ashai_Walker1.
Okay.
And most of my details is on those two social media sites.
All right.
Okay. People want to update.
Just big up yourself, my boss, and we catch you again, yeah?
Yeah, man. Big up the Holland D. Big up Stingray Studios. Big up Black Metro Sound, Black Metro Studios. Big up yourself, Big D. Catman, God alone. Big up yourself.
This is Cat Radio. Cat Radio.
Shari, big up yourself. Big up everyone, and give thanks for the opportunity. And world at large, take care of yourself and survive this thing. All right, much love.
Big up yourself,
Yeah,
brother.
man.
Big up yourself.
Good work.
Big up.
Respect.
Well, that.
This is Cat
Somebody
Radio.
background, but all right, Cat, we are introduced Lico John to the world, you know. Lico John.
Yo.
Yeah, man, welcome to Silk Radio and Cat Radio and to the world. See?
Yeah, man, respect, man, respect.
I show you clocks, booty boy. I show you clocks, booty boy. His name, wall up your foot and show your clocks, booty. Show a crowd that people say you're trash and ready. Wall up your foot and show your clocks, booty.
It's live on the line right now. It's Liquor John. It's after here. It's Cat Radio and Silk Radio in association with the UK Link Up. Liquor John is on the line right now.
Coronavirus, our serious disease.
Chuck and Tiger Coronavirus. Liquor John is on the line right here.
No way. Me not shake no one when me apart. No way. Me not let me clubs and me just smile.
Hey, Liquor John right here live on Cat Radio and Silk Radio and the rest of the station internationally over the world. Welcome to the UK Link Up, Liquor John.
Yeah, you there?
Yeah, man, straight. We're here.
Yeah, man, because to me, I hear the big song, I'm going to say it cut off, so.
Yeah, man, a big song I go play again. Don't worry yourself. We just want to talk to you about the big song and the coronavirus and etc. Liquor John, as we say earlier on, welcome to the program right here. UK Link Up. Welcome to the program. Who want to ask the first question? Panel.
Big up for that time.
Yeah, Liquor John. Yeah, I asked a question. General, good night.
Good night.
Good night. You have a song called Do Mama. It's one of my favorite songs done by you. Yeah.
Do Mama.
Yeah. I want to know inspire you to write the song because I really have enough love and respect for the song there still.
I know, sir, between me and you, see that song there? No sentiment, but that's it, you know. No sentiment, no that to it. It's just, you hear them tune that come now. You pass other people when you look for you. Eh?
I cannot get a chicken nugget.
So what is this? What's this?
I want a chicken nugget.
Hold on. Where's my bag then? Yeah, man, they have dinner.
Yeah, get the kids a chicken nugget and make them just get out the chicken nugget. Chicken nugget. All right, kids, you're gonna get a chicken nugget. Just relax, relax, kids. Take it easy. Kids, the chicken nugget is coming up. Hold on.
Go there, go tell them they're not get the chicken nuggets. Go on.
Chicken
Go with
nugget.
that, laugh with that.
Right, we get back after. That's why it's live show. Live show brings such a drama.
Yeah, man, go and talk about.
Hey, John, hey, Little John, you give them chicken. You give the kids a chicken nugget.
Yeah, man, I'm like a son, man. Him go buy something a while ago. Look like them not give him the chicken nugget to him.
They not sort out the chicken nugget. I need to sort out the chicken nugget for the kids.
You have to go find a song about chicken nugget.
Chicken nugget, you know.
Last boy, that, you know.
Hold on. So you know what? All right, make we just move on from the chicken nugget. I sure that you're gonna get the chicken nugget and everything be okay. Hold on. What we was talking about again? John was telling us about who was off in the conversation with Little John. Come on, jump in. Shari, where you are?
Yeah. No, he was answering the question about the song.
The Mama Dose. So I was telling him, no sentiment I get to that song. It's just like you as youth and you pass other people's house and hear them murder their kids because I never used to get the murderation. You understand? So sometimes you get inspiration off of other people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Little John, I can hear you a little better now. You've been in this for a while. We know you have accomplished a lot, but I'd like to know what have you been up to in recent times? What are the new productions and moving forward? What's happening current?
Yeah, repeat that, please.
I was asking what's been up with you in recent times. What do you have current? What's going on?
Huh?
Oh, you're not hearing me?
No, I'm not hearing it. So wonderful. You're breaking up.
Sorry about that. The technology. Maybe the connection. I was just asking what's been going on with you in recent times. What have you been up to? What you have current?
As I say, I'm still working and you don't know.
So new management, new music, what? Because we know you as a very good writer as well. What inspire you? What have you been doing?
You like a bad time with it, Little John.
Yeah.
Why we here? What is it in the background?
So we can reconnect with him a little because the connection is really bad and he's obviously engaged. So you can play another song from the Student Cat and connect with him.
Oh yeah. Say what you're saying and do what you're doing, 'cause I've got something, baby, money can buy, because oh yes, I love this little girl of mine. Ooh, yes.
He's right here on the line. In spite of the kids balling for the chicken nugget, we're going to try to see if we can link up Little John. Here we said we can clear up some line there and get some clearance here on some of the line, because some of the line is actually bad tonight, really. Maybe it's a storm or whatever, but clear up the line, some of the line, make we just play some music and people can just listen to Little John and make we get back to John.
Ooh, yeah, man, no problem.
Ooh, I love you too,
Little John, right back. Little John, you there?
Yeah, man, I'm here. I'm right here.
Little John is one of the artists who is in the business for many, many years and decades. And you make so many hits. Yeah. You make hits after hits after hits after hits. Tell me about how Little John continue to make all these hits after all these years.
Well, you don't know, sir. We have some dance youth, you know, so our career built in a dance hall. So we just look where the people them love and we just sing where the people them love. You understand? All over me, Shari, and I'm pregnant. You can name them. We just sing where the people them love. I mean, no say them are go gravitate to. Cause this true. I'm the first dancehall singer and the first mix-up singer and everything, and the first sing J. So you know.
Hey, Liquor John, you also have a track which many years ago, which one of the biggest track in dancehall, All Over Me.
Big song.
Right. And then you come back and you say, then she won't listen to me. I was born as a fool and
true confession.
True confession.
Yeah.
8 after 8, Liquor John done so far. Tell me, John, right now, do you think that because in my mind, I don't think that Liquor John have to make a new song to really go to a stage show because you have so many hits. Do you think that you have to make do you think so much hits? So do you think that you have to make a hit song, Liquor John?
Well, you know, me have to always sing. Me have to always singing on when me sing, me just revive my fans them and stuff. Me never sing no more. Me never sing no more songs. But if me sing, if I sing anything, me just revive. Cause me sing out everything already. And me still have one 200 tune when I release it. You know.
Hey, Liquor John. Hey, Shari, you have a question for Liquor John? He's on the line.
No, Shari. Oh, Shari, connection gone. You have to
okay, Excel. Liquor John.
Yes,
Hello? Hello? You there?
Yeah, man, John is there. John is there.
Are you hearing me?
Liquor John?
Yeah.
So let's talk about when you met with Sugar Minor in the early days, when you had your early break through Sugar Minor.
Yeah, well, I'm one of the first Youth Man promotion, which is, you know, so well, then we start from early with Sugar Minor at Captain Simbad, do a song with him 51 Star, Me Never Born, and other songs, you know.
Go on, Excel. Go on with more question, Excel. Ask, he's on the line. Okay. Let me just say, Liquor John. Let me just say,
working with sound.
Hey, let me just say, Liquor John. Hey, John. Let me ask you a question, right? How many hit song is Liquor John really? How many hit song do you have under your belt?
Well, you know, said there's everything. Not really everything. We have about 130 hit songs. Create where if I just start singing them, everybody know them.
True. 30.
Can I ask you which one of the biggest hits you get?
One of the biggest one of the song when him Clark's Booty.
Clark's Booty.
You see? I tell him man them
Well,
about
Clark's Booty.
Cat, you have that one, Cat?
Hey, we certainly gotta get to it. But you know, let me ask Liquor John one question. Liquor John, remember when Popcorn and Vibes Cartel come out with the Clark song and etc. But your Clark song was long away was one of the biggest songs in them time before Vibes Cartel and Popcorn song.
My Clarks are the first Clarks, man.
All right, hold on. We're going to make the nation understand what we're talking about. We're going to come with a song which was one of the biggest Clark songs of all time before Vibes Cartel and before Popcorn. This is Liquor John is right here live on the line. Cat Radio, Silk Radio, in association with Luke K. Link Up. Liquor John is on the line. Clark's Boat.
Show a crowd that people say you're trash already. Wall up your foot and show your class. Show a crowd that people say you're trash already. Say in me all who love me lips can see. Say in me all who love me lips can see. Love letter when she sent to me. And the telephone line is when she call me. It's a well Liquor John, you know me love your body. It's a well Liquor John, I will
John, let me ask you a question. I'm going to ask you this question, right? When you come out with this Clark song years and years ago, decades now, what were you thinking? Why Clarks? Why Clarks in them days? Why Clarks?
No, because remember, you know, all of my Clarks them was coming from England. I'm a pants length. I'm a knit gun to them. All of them things used to come from England. So when I have my producer, I'm a record for him. And when I go to England, he makes sure I care about my pants length, my Clark's booty, my knit Gansy. Yeah, man. So, the man, we're the only man where I sing about clothes and shoes long time.
You are one of the artists who have been singing. But I can remember the days of Little John. Clark's boot, Nick's Gansy, Nuff chain round neck, and under 50 bike a ride guard jammies Pambay Farm Road. That's what I can remember about Little John, right? And the Berrit. Berrit. I can remember back in the days riding through Bay Farm Road, going down to Waterhouse to Jammies. Under 50, Nuff chain, Nits Gansy, Clarks and Kanga. It was a Kanga, I think it was a Berrit in them time, but always have the swag. Always have the swag.
Yeah.
Little John, the vet.
Remember, you know, I wish I swag, you know.
You were born, Little John, you were born John Morris, right? How did you get the little onto it? How did you were born John Morris? Oh, you got the name Little onto John?
I was so little. Never know I get this big.
I said the same thing, you know, that's big.
That just like that. No, notice all of the people in my name little, them always big. No.
Are you still recording?
I'm like, you never order none. You never order none. Let me talk to the radio. Just eat what you have now, my son. You know, get you something now, man.
I cannot get the fries.
No, but me say you never order any. Yeah.
Okay.
We can't get to my mind.
That is
Cat, boss a true neck, cat, and we are making mistakes.
No, man, we can't talk, man. Go on, talk, man. Everything happened in my interview, you know.
Are you still recording? Are you still recording new material?
Yeah, I have over 200 songs when I come with it.
Okay.
You did a lot of work with Sugar Minot, I was told.
See there.
How would you describe working with him back then?
Oh, that. Henry John Jalas. You're talking about Henry John Jalas. Because we have so many producers, you know. Me one of the guys, we have a lot of producers, you know. And every producer I sing for get a hit song out of me.
Oh, okay. I was asking about Sugar Minot.
Well, Sugar Minot, as I said to you, Sugar Minot was my first producer, my first everything. Sugar Minot, Captain Simbad, do the first song when he was 51 star, me never born.
And you did the tribute. Okay. You did the tribute for him at Sumfest 2010.
Yeah, I do a tribute in 2010. I do a tribute in 2010. Yeah.
How did that go?
But we have not seen you on a stage. In Jamaica for a while. Well, I personally have not seen you on a stage. A man with
nobody listen.
Large repertoire.
Let me tell you something. And nobody work like me. Nobody busy like me. Right now, COVID. Right now, I have about 50 shows from last year before COVID messed up everything. Nobody work like me. I'm one of the guys who always on the road, and I just did. I just did. The Brixton Carnival. You know that?
Oh.
Okay. Online.
I do it online. When it happen, you're gonna see me a perform. Right? So I just did it. Them don't show the show I think a mountain here.
They haven't broadcasted as yet.
Yeah, so I do it
that's
already
very
though.
nice.
I do
So
it
how
already.
did that work? Did you perform live? Did you perform live at the time, or was it?
No, I remember. I don't. No, it's a pre-record.
Okay.
So I do it already. Everybody were on it this year. It's pre-record.
Okay.
All right,
We know
John,
you stated that you have traveled extensively. Some of the places that you want to share with us, some of the places that you have performed, and one that stand out in your mind for any particular reason.
Well, I perform in England all the while. I think 2 years ago I come to England and Stereograph.
Oh, you perform for Shiny promotion or
yes.
With Josie Whale, right?
Josie Whale, yeah, man. About 2 years ago that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember.
Do you perform in Europe a lot, Liquor John?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I perform. I perform all over the world, man.
No, I know, but where in Europe you go often?
Huh?
Where in Europe you go regular?
I go France regular.
Okay.
And I also go Switzerland too.
Okay.
Okay, Little John, as a man that have been in this business for decades, right? What are your views on the dancehall industry as to where it is now and where it was then? You are in a good place to make that comparison for us. So tell us your personal views on that.
Can you repeat that for me again?
Your views. Tell us how you see dancehall now in comparison to when you guys were getting the number ones in the 80s, 90s.
I'm a dancehall now. I'm a dancehall now. I know so we describe our dancehall. Our dancehall, I know hit now I go on.
What would you call it?
Our dancehall was sound system. With their own sound system and them something there. I know dancehall them, Them are not go on for them or something. Them are a joke something, man. You understand? But as I said, me not bash nobody for them thing. But we as foundation where lay the groundwork, I figure more or less them would approach it in a different manner,
different way,
and get them thing properly before. Cause if you put them on a foundation with them afraid of that. Them want to hear the something go say beep bop bop beep bop. And we as foundation we can't write anything hip hop, anything we can write because what?
Yeah.
We know where we capable of doing. You understand
you think you can write an Afrobeat?
I write anything because it's time into this. It's time into music. I mean, it's a down to earth entertainers. We can mash up anywhere, anything.
That's where
not too great.
Versatile.
Big D.
Not too great. But there's no river that is too hard for we to cross. You understand?
Yeah.
Can we get an acapella from you, please? Now you're on the line. Can we get an acapella from you, Little John?
No problem. You ready for it?
Ready.
Yes, ready.
Well, I'm laughing fool when treating us so cool. She broke my heart to make me cry. Broken any rule and that's my true confession. You can read that story, read it in the magazine. And then all of a sudden when she goes on, and she still won't listen to me. But when I call her up and I apologize, they say she loved Little Johnny indeed. I used to, when I was like 12, 14 to 16, I did have a song in those age group, we mash up the whole of England. Me and Little Billy Boy. I used to name Little Billy Boy, one tune name. If you have a problem in your love affair, just write to Janet Sinclair. If you're feeling shame, don't tell her your name. Tell her you damn complain. Janet Sinclair. Janet Sinclair. So they mash up the whole of Britain.
I know.
Little John, you need to come back to Britain often, you know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but me still know. Me can't just fly every minute, but that's not my style. Me like to know me I go on a occasion. Me no hang out like a lot of. Someone who just go to them can't fly, them just fly. I don't mean that. People have to just request me to fly. I saw me fly. Cause me love Jamaica bad. Me love Jamaica so bad. That's somebody have to just say yes, you have to go fly. And I saw me fly. I just fly off on my own.
I had a discussion about you yesterday, Little John. And some young entertainers, and they were like saying, every song Little John drop is a hit. Then Monday just make it. So I have to ask.
I be a hit, man. Be a hit, man.
I have to ask you this question. What do you think is your recipe? Because we have artists in this business, song after song, and some people find out one song. In Jamaica, we call them one-hit wonder. So a man of your caliber, you tell us, what do you think is your recipe for the kind of success that you have had?
Then the people used to come to me for write for them, Because them realize, but I trying to get all of the glory, People, big artists come to me for start write for them. I'm going to tell them, say, listen, the good part of me is me can make my own song. And I have to beg nobody to do nothing to me. But as I said to you, say, you have a little youth when name little Junior Tucker. People come to me for write for him. Understand? Because they must say, boy, I can't have this something. I feel, if you know another them thing, you nothing go up, You understand? But as I said to you, me just know say, I just God I bless and God give me the and for me song them not go on paper, darling. I don't never put a song on a piece of paper.
So who else have you written for? Who else have you write song for?
No, I tell us the song when name True Love Will Never Die. You know that song? I've got to leave you now. That's my brother. Let me show you the gift where we have. My brother write that song for Conrad Crystal.
Okay.
And the first song that him sing, and the first song it. As him voice it to him it.
Big
so
song.
I miss also sing the harmony in that song. True love will never die. Listen good. I miss sing the harmony in it.
Little John, the first sound system you work on is whose sound?
Well, the first sound system is a sound named Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
Kilimanjaro. I'm not talking about Kilimanjaro, which is Harper Kilimanjaro. I'm talking about we did have a sound system in our ghetto. Me and Rankin Tire and the DJ named Pupa Tire were dead. Me and him did on a sound when him Kilimanjaro. Before we move from the Kilimanjaro to the big Kilimanjaro, then we got to Upper Kilimanjaro. Was the second sound we got to.
So hold on, you give us something to talk about England. We never know say they have a next Kilimanjaro in Jamaica.
Yeah man, the first Kilimanjaro, I used to name Errol. From Oakland Christian. That is in Kingston 11. The first Kilimanjaro that. And when we left that Kilimanjaro, we got to the next Kilimanjaro, which is Mr. Harper.
And who was on it at that time when you go to Kilimanjaro?
Rankin Tyan, I used to name Harry, and myself.
Not Roddy Irie. Not Roddy Irie. Roddy
Irie is in the planet, man. Yeah, man, Roddy Irie is in the planet in at that time. But I want different Irie.
one different area me I refer to, but where the area used to do in that to the pan Kilimanjaro in them time.
So did you string up sound and lift box? Did you lift box and string up sound and everything?
Where the area?
Go again?
Where the area originally used to man.
Oh.
Okay. So did you string up sound and lift box and everything, or you just pick up the microphone?
Those days you do everything. Yeah,
everything.
Yeah, man. I don't know the singer them sing before the DJs, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's why we call it.
I ask you, which song are your biggest hits? Which song was your first hit you get now?
Well, my first hit song is a song with him. Look how them work out so hard. I can't feel me name go abroad, boy. I talk about me smoke and hard.
Really, no cat. You are the selector, no cat. You know, so right now, I'm not tired for your little John tune them now. So if you want to play,
you know the thing about, let me tell you something. We know John have many hit songs, and we are talking about all over me, the girl, all over, all those hit songs, right? But we have to also know that in this business, little John don't have only just the old hit song, but he also current as well. So let me just give you a current Liquor John to the nation, right? Because I start with the current one and then I stop it. So I want the nation to know Liquor John is also current. Stay on the line, everybody.
Coronavirus, our serious disease, serious disease. Me nah let me club and me just smile. No way. Me nah shake no one when me apart.
Here's on the line, Liquor John. Coronavirus. Got to show you how much John is inside. And he stay with the thing as well. Current.
We don't know who to trust. The virus is tough, everybody's scared, everybody's scared. You never want your parent card, not come near, not come near. Be careful how you squeeze, please. This a virus, me I tell you it's rough.
Nigga John, you know the thing about it. Let me tell you something. I'm going to ask this question right now. John, the same way how you build the hit song them year after year, it's the same way how you just come back on the rhythm here and the coronavirus song. Yo, it's the first time you hear the song. The song is just there, bro. The song is there. The song is... Tell me how you arrive at the song.
History about that song. I'll get a history about that song. You see... Me there New York, me go New York and come back to Jamaica like February before the virus start get ripe up. And come back to Jamaica. And from a come back to Jamaica is the virus me I hear big and loud. I'm say, you know what, my one cut that listen, that song is out of my head. Every song when I sing is out of my head and I one cut this. One cut. Just go in and just sing the song and call the engineer and say, come mix this song.
How long it take you to make it?
Me tell her say it's just one night. Me go in and come have my own studio, you know. So me just in the studio one night and the engineer in there me say, take that song off for me. And me one cut the song. It's this one cut. Me say, pick me up back right this one, pick me up right this one. No. If the lyrics just a flow right through my head top. Understand?
Okay.
Yeah, man.
When your creative juices, you know, really flow when you listen to the song.
No, you hear me talk about Ninja Man the on the spot, man. I me them get that from. I me them get on the spot from. Me go do a song for Sly and Robbie. When I was schooling out, me go voice a song for Sly and Robbie. Sly and Robbie, when me reach there, Sly and Robbie tell me say them not work, them never get the time. for work, and the guy were in the studio at work was Fatis. I don't know if you know the guy when named Fatis.
Yes.
Produce a lot of Luciana. But me are the first man give him a hit song. The song when name Come Back with Blood in my eye. Come back with blood in after me a cool out for all the years me a cool out, and that's the song me come with blood in my eye and the whole place mash up again. So anytime I cool and come, the whole world done. Cause I know what the people them want. But go back to the giant.
Yeah. Liquor John. You know what I can say about Liquor John. It maker. Because I had a conversation about Liquor John since evening, me and Big D, and all I can remember is it after it after it after it. I don't even know if Liquor John ever make a song which is never be a hit. Every time the man make a song, it's always a hit. It after it after it after it. Liquor John, it maker. That's my word.
Well, he would have made his mark in this industry. He cemented his place, and his legacy will definitely live on. So I am grateful for this opportunity to share with you, Little John.
And I'm grateful to be speaking to you at this moment. You also, you make my day also.
And before you go, Liquor John, and I just ask you on your WhatsApp with this picture now. I see a little boy and you.
I am the son of my last son. 25 of them are last one.
How much kids you have?
25 kids we get, and them are the last one.
25 baby mother.
25 different baby mother.
And I have a baby.
How old is the last one, Liquor John?
Last one I got 9 Friday I come.
I am a ball for the chicken nugget.
Yeah, I'm actually chicken nugget. I'm a sparring partner though. Anyway, me I go me and him and I'm fired.
Big up John. Hey John, it's a privilege talking to you. Big up yourself, John.
Yeah. Any of your kids do music, like the music?
Yeah, man. Me have everybody have other part of things where them love, but me have a son named Rashan. Rashan, my DJ.
My brother.
Yeah, man. I have dancers. And I have a daughter. Where she big for the circuit. I think she a dancer queen now in Jamaica. So,
yeah, my brother is
Shelter. So the youth where have some valuable kids too, valuable. Who are police. Me have all kids who are police. You understand?
Why you're very busy? 25 baby mother. Why you going? You're very busy.
Then a little John, man, but say little John, but say, remember me now for look nobody, people just falling up. I'm a superstar, People that see me and just want to be with me
when I grow.
All right, and little John, before you go, how much album you have at the road now? How much album you done?
Well, I done about 34 albums. I may have both. I have a new one that come here now with the same coronavirus upon it and some other songs.
Nice. We're looking forward to that though.
So
all right,
but let me tell you something. I have a gospel song to send to your door,
Oh, yeah, man.
The people know say, you see that gospel song, I gotta take the world by storm. But when we go down, tomorrow I show if I know later. Me just want to know if we can send it to your WhatsApp or I send it to your email.
Yeah, man. I link up Shined, man. No Shined, I deal with your business in England, man.
Yeah, man. I Shined take care of my business, man.
Yeah, man. Big him up, man. Big up who you want, big up at the moment.
We have a large of Shines. The great. You understand? I have a large of Kaka in London. You understand? I'm a large up a youth when named Blessed Morning. Little John family, my cousin that. The man they run.
And I think you have Tikaros and CD Mikey.
I have a large up Tikaros, CD Mikey. I'm a family there.
Hey,
you understand?
You
know what I want.
You have a brother here, Licky John? You have a family here, like brother or sister or anything? Maya's feel. You have brother here in the UK?
No man, I have son and daughter in the UK.
Oh, son and daughter. Ah, boy.
Yeah, man.
In the 25, in the 25 bracket.
In the 25, yeah. Them having the five. They have plenty of youth. They are firing now. About 10 they are Jamaican and the rest of them they are firing.
Oh, nice. Nice. Little John, you have lived a full life.
Big up yourself, Little John.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us right now. You
man, big up for yourself.
Social media network, Little John. The social, all your fans them can get to you.
As I said to you, me on Facebook and me on Instagram, but me not too. Me just work with, as you say, me just work with my numbers. Because when I get too much carried on on those social media platforms. So when me do now, me no bother think of, man, if you check how much man have a Little John page, which is my page, and people call me, say them send money to my page. And then them send money to me, and they don't send nothing to me, because it's a scammer, them send it to. And them send for me too much special for them, how much this, how much that. So I don't really work with them something. The only work with it is when they see me, I promote one of my songs, one of my new songs also. But I'm a number I go by. I don't know for my number 805 85 87. Anybody who want to contact Little John, contact me by my number, my old school. 805 85 87. 805 85 87. I don't know Jamaica era code already.
And if they can't get to you with your phone number, they can get to Shine Head, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Little John, very nice of you to share with us this afternoon. I myself, I'm sure our other members learned a lot about you.
You not worry about them. I talk about you, you not
This is Cat Radio.
All right, big up yourself, my boss. Bye.
General, I want to go. Somebody jump down. I love how you put it, jump down. Yeah, big up yourself, yeah?
Big up yourself, John.
All right, take care.
Yeah.
Bless.
Seriously, me nah let me club and me just smile. No way. Me nah shake no one when me apart. No way. Me nah let me club and me just.
Hear the voice of Little John right here. Hey, panel, I just want you to take a break now. Hey, panel, let me ask every single one of you to take a break, take a couple of minutes of your time, drink some water, and relax yourself, and we just go for this.
I Cat Radio, on and on a journey we go. Living in a world of stress and ego. Ghetto youth dead, them a hero. Put me trust in a Jaja. Mankind them we kill you. Hey, me and Cinnamon of the Up Top Boss DJ represent for Cat Radio, you see it?
Cat Radio, HD Petty on the microphone.
Cat Radio! Give me small on representing for that radio!
Cat Radio! Hey, man, so danger represent for Cat Radio. Tune in with the keep it locked, don't change the dial.
Hi, Mitzi Junior, and you're locked into Cat Radio.
Cat Radio don't know 24/7 music out there, Jaja.
Cat Radio. Flash it!
People on the tune in, on the listen, hear the latest and the greatest, you hear that? Put that hype, sir. Cat Radio.
It's your girl Jamil. Cat Radio is #1 for departure. Ladies and gentlemen, please prepare for takeoff.
Hey man, I'm gonna keep a flex there representing for Cat Radio, and I say, listen to that radio people, see? Don't change the dial.
Hey man, that's our boss representing, Cat Radio. Wait till me get my partner, Cha.
Right now, me want a meal for share with me and my friend. Hey, me not captain.
Should I say welcome back? Hey, panel, are you there?
Yeah, man, we is here live and direct, and boy, it's a good vibes with Liquor Jan. But Cat, I never know 30 hit song one artist yet.
I told you, bro. The guy just don't make no song unless it's a hit. He's a hit maker. I know that for years with Liquor John. It's one of the artists which I always admire for his work, because every time he make a song, it seems to me like Liquor John never sing unless he make it song. He's just a hit maker in general. I grew up listening to that guy making it song. And I know that's why when you ask me to sing about Liquor John, I say all I know about him is just it song after it song. So John is not a normal artist. He's just a hit song. Everybody know Liquor John. You don't know. If you can tell me a Liquor John song, what you know which is not a hit, tell me now. Because me don't know it. Everything the man make is a hit.
Boy, somebody have to give me that CD. I want that CD with the 30 hit song to play in my car. I didn't know that 30 hit song. This don't normal.
I thought he'd even have more. Because when he said 30, I said to myself, so that's all? Because every song for Liquor John, what I can remember, and I, in my head, I can remember every time when I was growing up and listening to Liquor John song, it was a hit song. Liquor John don't open his mouth. Even the new coronavirus song here right now, if you should start to give that the right ear play, and the DJs, because, see, the reason with Liquor John, the reason why you have the justification in them time is because DJs was playing songs, not because of there was holding artists in ransom for playing their song because of they don't pay and they don't pay hold and all whatever. Song was just playing in those days. So you could hear everything what artist is doing.
And the quality.
And the quality as well.
Exactly. The caliber artist.
Yeah,
yeah, I know. I'm watching the time now to 11:30 for Shari entertainment buzz. But big up Stinger and big up Shani Barney and big up Karen, big up Sandra, big up Vern, big up Junie, big up Andrea. All who listening at the moment. So Shari, take it away. Cat, Shari.
You know the thing about the Shari Entertainment Bars is always something what I look forward to, because I don't want to actually bring Shari in like this. I want to make sure that I introduce Shari in such a way. So hold on and stay on the line, Shar. This is where it all go now. She's on the line, and you know she's one of the panel, but she's not really panel. She just helping on the situation. She have the international link, and she have the music news. She have the gossip for everything which is going on over the world and what's happening in Jamaica. Maybe just entertain, maybe just introduce to you the world. Shari Entertainment News. This is now. Nation, you ready?
This is Cat Radio.
Here she goes, Shari, live with her entertainment news out of Jamaica.
Well, welcome to the Entertainment Buzz. It's August 27th, 2020, and we are here live on Silk Radio UK, Cat Radio, and of course we're streaming simultaneously on Unique Radio, Slam Radio, Vibes Urban Radio, and Passion Radio. We say thanks again to all our partners Well, we move straight into it, but we must big up our sponsor. Our sponsor for today is Sonic Shipping. And don't forget, you can reach them at 0793-293-1777. And if you're outside of the UK, it's plus 44-793-293-1777. So, the organizers of Sting, headed by Isaiah Lang, has announced that the Boxing Day show will be here this year, making a grand return. And of course, due to the COVID, 19, it will be streaming live. A UK company has confidently predicted that the show's production will be unlike anything that Jamaica has ever seen. And when I hear that, guys, I am excited. How about you all? The broadcast company will be streaming from 10 countries. And of course, they're saying that it's gonna be big, it's gonna be massive. A lot of details have been given, but the entertainment buzz will keep you posted. Now, Sting is known for its clash culture. I don't know how many of you are thinking of an ideal clash. You want to think that up and then shoot us a message and let us know. Now we're moving along because as at Saturday, 22nd, 2020, a new curfew time has been effected because of the rise, of course, in the COVID-19 coronavirus in Jamaica. Fears of a community spread looms as communities across Kingston and St. Andrew, St. Catherine, Clarendon, and of course St. Thomas have identified positive cases. The curfew time is now 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. This is in effect until September 2nd. Party promoters aren't taking this nicely. They have expressed their disappointment, saying that they believe that the nightlife is being outdone, especially in Kingston. Promoters of Sands Party, yes, Sands, that's the big one. I've been complaining along with the popular Wednesday night party Pepper Seed, big up Kingsley Cooper and the others, complaining hard that, more can be done for the industry. We have seen several interviews, and they're saying that the industry is taking a financial battering. And as of August 26th, which is yesterday, the 26th, yes, Jamaica has 1,804 cases positive, and so far, unfortunately, 19 deaths. Corona can't be taken lightly. But there are those who just love to party no matter what. It doesn't matter what is in effect, they're going to find ways to do it, especially when it comes to celebrities and their birthdays. Remember just recently, Spice had her thing. And yes, there was an outrage, but she says the show must go on. Now, the fastest man on earth, the legendary Usain Bolt. Yes, he celebrated his 32nd birthday in fine style. The dancehall artists who came out in their numbers. We saw artists like Ding Dong and the Ravers, Christopher Martin, Munga and the Rebel, and the football stars weren't to be outshined because Ryan Sterling, Leon Bailey, and many other prominent faces were there. After the social media went scrutinizing the videos of the party, they highlighted that they highlighted the lack of COVID-19 protocols. The sprint legend, though, unfortunately tested positive for the COVID-19 virus. The Prime Minister threatens that he won't be granted any special treatment, but we are being told now that the police are investigating the party. We will be watching this one closely for you. Well, the fastest man alive wasn't the only one in the spotlight because Beanie Man had his birthday last week as well. And of course, he wasn't going to miss out on having his party, regardless. And we saw Bounty Killer, Popcorn, and several of the big guns in dancehall celebrating with him. Several stars came out and we saw no sign of mask. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. Once again, social media went on a backlash, and this time they were very forceful. Protocols were not being observed, and his girlfriend, Crystal Tomlinson, who is a candidate, got caught in it as well. She was seen wearing no mask. However, she later came out and apologized, and she withdrew from the recent debate that was held Tuesday night. Of course, you know she represents the opposition, and she's running against the Olympian Juliet Cuthbert Flynn. Now she has made her apology, and some persons are saying, she don't need to apologize. Well, not to be outdone, cricket sensation Chris Gayle recently released a new single. I'm sure you all didn't know that Chris Gayle had it in him, but he's doing his thing. He dropped his new collaboration with Stylo G, and he is enjoying the reviews from his fans. He was rumored to be at Usain Bolt's party, but of course, our inside sources told us that no, the big man, the universe boss, he did his COVID 19 test and it was negative, and he was never at Usain's party. So, yes, we're here on the entertainment buzz, clearing the air. The UK is in a no nonsense mood as well, and they too have implemented measures. Oh, because of COVID 19, effective August 28th, that's tomorrow, a little bit from now, all illegal rave organizers are faced with fines of up to £10,000. Yes, this is a tough measure that they think will yield fruit. This as England has seen a surge in the unlicensed music events over the summer weeks, breaching restrictions on large scale gatherings. Now we're seeing that fines are being effected up to £100 for persons participating in illegal gathering. Yes. And for those who are multiple offenders, the fine will be doubled. Oh, my UK friends, please don't get caught up. Just follow the protocols. Just before we got on here, we are seeing that they too have restricted flights from Jamaica because of COVID, and we will be watching that carefully. Last week, we told you about Amari. Yeah, Anarnico, you mash up my life. Yes, that's the trending thing. And tada, Nico appeared in the form of Gully Bop. Yes, he's here with a new song entitled Onika Sanitza. Onika Nitza. Oh, wagwan man. As the drama unfolds, we see that Amari is enjoying her spotlight. They call it 5 minutes of fame. Well, she doesn't care. She went on a tirade attacking Spice. But let's see. She goes to the top. That's a smart move, some say. She sounds a warning and says that Nico is just the beginning. We should wait for what's to come. Guys, keep watching social media. Two artists who have resurrected their longtime feud. Vegas, aka Subi, and of course, Bounty Killer the Warlord. Yeah, they are going at it again. And let me tell you, it will be a cold day in hell before these two become friends. Don't forget, though, that we have Mr. Vegas on the show next week. And you all can send your questions and your comments to our studio number because you know Mr. Vegas not afraid for talk the things them. Massive, you don't want to miss it. Well, social media is a buzz, and Footer Hype is always in the loop. He's always in everything. Yeah, whatever you call him, the vlogger, the selector, yeah, he's a dancehall man. And he's here to stay, I tell you. He has been going after coffee for the last couple of weeks. And some people are saying it's played out. You all know how Coffee dresses and she's doing her thing. But Foota Hype has revealed that, yeah, she's dating different girls and he has proof. And ta-da, it's going around. But several of social media popular faces came out in her defense. We saw Wally British, Conscience, Cecile, who now claims she blocked Foota Hype, and Serrani coming at her defense to say she's doing her thing, just leave her alone. Aishana, That's the baby mother of Foota Hype. If you want to call her that, I don't think she will approve. She is distancing herself from Foota. She made some posts, yes, and she stated clearly that he is not her baby's father. They are just related to the same child. Do you understand that? I'm still trying to figure out. But she lamented that she was young and vulnerable back then and things happened. She also sent a message to her fans to say, guys, please don't tag me anymore in anything with my exes. And my exes, please don't make any mention of me. You all were mistakes. Well, I Shauna always have a lot to say, right? Closing out today on a positive note, as always, the entertainment buzz wants to implore all our listeners to just adhere to the COVID 19 protocols wherever you are. We have seen the impact of this pandemic, and believe me, it ain't gonna disappear right now. So we will have to live with it. Keep wearing your mask, maintain your 6 feet social distancing, and of course, washing of the hands is absolutely important. Keep safe, guys. Walk good. And come back next week because right here on Cat Radio and Silk Radio and with all our partners streaming, we will do it again. We look forward next week, same time, same place. We say once again, thank you, Sonic Shipping, for being our sponsor tonight. And you can always call them at 0793 293 1777. If you're outside of the UK, don't forget to add +44 793 293 1777. That's for Sonic Shipping International. Thanks again. Walk good.
Mad boss, be a mad dog.
And that was the music entertainment buzz out of Jamaica from Shari. Hear it out. Everything we hear, we think we hear.
This is Cat Radio.
We think we hear it all. I want to get back into the music. We're going to get back into the interviews now, right here on Cat Radio and Silk Radio. To all the farmers.
This is Cat Radio.
We continue here to say, Shari, thank you for those message, because everything what you say tonight was just a message. It was just something learning process. Who don't have the learning process, get the process from wash your hand, wear your mask. Remember, COVID-19 is still around and it's doing harm. And if you haven't got that strength, it will kill you. So make sure that you all take this precautional level. And to all the people who was at Ocean Boat Party, get yourself tested, because the big man himself tested positive. So, there is some news going down. Thank you, Shari, once again for the music, entertainment, buzz out of Jamaica, right here on Cat Radio and Silk Radio, and to all the rest of the radio station who correspond right now with us. Panel?
Yeah. Cat, before we go to Nadine Sutherland, I just want to talk about Aishana and Foota Hype. That comment what Aishana made. She said, Foota Hype is not the baby father. What that mean, Shari?
She's just disassociating herself from him. I mean, sometimes you've been in a relationship and it ends so. And if you think that person is now tarnishing your reputation, Foota is going to always be attached to Aishana, whether by just name or how we perceive her. They share a child. So she's just making it clear, like, you're related to the child, you're not related to me, that kind of something that she just got all out. But, it's just frustration and disappointment, she maybe don't approve of how Foota is always, meddling. We know that he calls himself viral social media king and all of that stuff. But sometimes it gets a little too much. And I mean, you as the mother of his child, I am sure she's annoyed. She's asking people not to tag her in his comments.
I certainly understand where Aishana is coming from, because, Foota is really a guy who he blasts people left, right, and center. Ishana sometimes maybe think to herself like, what do I really get myself involved in? Was this guy like this, or what's that all about? So I can understand when Ishana, a lot of people will not understand what Ishana is all about, but I can understand where she's coming from. She just want to distance herself from this what Foota created, because Foota wasn't that person when she was her baby father when they started out first. Ever since the social media thing come around, Foota just become something different, and Ishana, she don't want to get involved, she don't want to be a part of it, she don't want to have nothing to do with it, and she don't want people to tag her in it and have nothing to do with it, because Foota is blazing people left, right, and center. So I can understand where she's all about when she say he's just the guy, he's just that guy, have nothing to do with me.
So. They're related to the same child. No, that was funny. It just tells you exactly where she's at.
That is deep. That's deep still, but I know we have to understand that she just want to. It is clearly now that you can understand that Ishana is telling you clear. She have nothing to do with Foota anymore. So that's what it's all about.
Well, it seems like Foota. It seems like Foota still love her.
Foota. I don't know. I don't know about the still love and things like that. But Ishana is a beautiful girl, and she's carved out, and she looking good and etc. Foota may be understanding. He may be coming to realization. Back in the days when he used to have Ishana, I think he just think that I think he will just. He never realized, because they always say you never know what you have until it's gone. But I think what happened is that Ishana was just there and he was just there, and he think that he was just my baby mother and my woman. But now the thing is it's gone too far now. The thing is past Foota right now. Ishana think past Foota right now. It's past Foota.
No, yo, listen, you know what? Personally, my personal opinion, I can respect Foota in the sense of Foota they blast everybody, and there's nobody's off limit to him. Saying talk about it, because enough man will talk about, say, come and talk about this man and this man, but won't talk about for them problem. And him come and him just share for him problem. I know everybody are going to like what I'm do, but him just do it. Nobody's off limit.
But I can understand what you're saying. But remember this as well. You know. Remember we see Foota Hype go back on his word. Remember we see Foota Hype go back at Soundfest and work with the same people them who mess him up. So I can't see, I personally can't see where Foota Hype be that man. He's not that guy. To me, everything what Foota Hype now is doing on social media, to me, is pretending. Because at the end of the day, you went back on your word, you went back on the nation and showed them that you went back to these guys and you go back on yourself, and that's why I have no respect for Foota after that.
And it's about the money, and it's about the power.
Exactly.
And in all of this, Joe Bogdanovich is just showing that he's the man. Because last year, when he had Foota Hype on Sumfest, Foota felt like that was a victory, because he was saying, oh yeah, you diss me with these people, Ishana, but you're not here now, right? I am here now. And then the tables turned this year, because Ishana was on there, and a matter of fact, you know?
Exactly.
Dancehall insiders are saying that Ishana is back home. I guess you all can read into that. So it just goes to show that there's nothing that is really clear-cut, black and white. We are human beings and we're vulnerable. And most times the man with the money has the power. And right now, Joe is the man. He is the trump card.
Because you know the thing about it. Let me tell you something about it. The only way you can see this is if you give the man with the money the power. And what Foota done when we go back to Reggae Soundfest with Joe was giving Joe them the power. If Foota did stand his ground from day one to say, I will never deal with none of you again, no matter if you call me about Soundfest, me don't have nothing to do with it, stay with your money, I don't care. I would accept, I would respect him more. But when Foota go back to them, perform there at Reggae Soundfest and say it's all about the money, and Ishana, you know, there, and then Joe repeat back, bounce back the thing to him and put back Ishana up on Reggae Soundfest. So he look like a puppy show. So at the end of the day, you know what?
But there's loads of people. Well, there's lots of people out there with foot hype syndrome then, who always go back to things what they say.
Exactly, but those are the people who cannot stand on the foot of their own. Those are the people who go back on their word and they can't stand up as man and be man. And when you can't stand up to be man, that's when you look. So don't come on social media now. Tell me all these things what you're telling me and talk all these things when you go back on your word. You have to tell me this because you is a giant. And Footer don't show to me that he was a giant. He showed to me that he was a weak
How about circumstances make you do things?
Hey, circumstances?
I think everyone who is listening now at some point, we all have our own moral compass. We have our own moral and value system. But there are times when even you walk out of it and you have to question yourself to say, this is what I stand for.
I understand
that. So you
that.
don't know what Footer's circumstances was at the time. And this was, as at that time, he saw it as a job opportunity. And that was the reason why I didn't go too hard on him. But then he comes to social media with a very hard marker. And people are going to use the same ruler that he used to judge others to judge him.
Exactly.
And that is what is happening now.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Sorry, Cat. I don't cut you. Just big up to Antoinette. Just texting, and Andrew as well from Manchester. Antoinette from Leeds just texting, and they're texting with a question. So we'll ask that in a little bit.
Oh, okay. You want to take that question now? Is it related?
No, we'll talk about it after Nadine Sutherland and we'll see if we can get her input on it as well.
Okay, hey,
it's a very good question.
Let's not make the old Footer hype thing really capture the show tonight, really, cause we have bigger fish to fry. So let's hold on, because we have one female artist tonight who makes so many hit songs, and I personally want to hear her voice. So let's go.
Hey. Oh, yeah. This is for my baby face. You got a cute baby face. This is for my baby face. Yeah. Now listen now. We have so many things in common, yet we are two different people. We just.
This is Cat Radio.
Hey. Oh, yeah. This is for my baby face. You got a cute baby face. This is for my baby face. Yeah. Now listen now. We have so many things in common, yet we are two different people. We just love being around each other, yet we give each other space to grow. Step by step we are getting stronger. Breath by breath we are learning about each other. I don't know where this will go.
Expect her to be in the line. Expect her to be in the line. What a song. And so many hears the song, and the song of never. There's some song, some song where people can say never dead. This can never. This is one of the biggest song in dancehall. Every sound system play it, everywhere play it. It can't dead. She's on the line. Somebody get her on the line for me, please. Get her on the line. Is she on the line? Is she on the line? Nadine is on the line here. Shari. Everybody, where is everyone?
Getting stronger, breath by breath, we are learning about each other. One more time, I don't know where this will go, but I'm so glad we are taking it slow.
Do we have back everybody live online again? Because it seems like I just lost everybody. Everybody live online?
Man.
Everybody live online?
No, some people gone cat, but go and play. May I find them
My
back?
life, my baby, my sweet baby. People may have things to say about us. You make me so happy, and I know I do the same for you. We will ignore all the rumors and bad vibing, 'cause we know that what we feel is all.
All the girls them want, I make them jump up and down stack chat. Hear them want. That of is very
We have everybody online again.
Hello?
Back
yeah,
online.
we have Nadine on the line. Yeah, we have Nadine on the line, Cat.
Nadine,
welcome to Silk Radio and Cat Radio to the world.
Thank you so very much for having me. God bless you.
Hey, Nadine.
Good night. Good night.
Night.
It's a pleasure having you on Silk Radio.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Hey.
Good. Listen, I'm a bit flustered now because I'm a big fan of yours, so I probably don't ask you the question. I'm getting a bit nervous. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's too funny. That's too funny. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't want to get tongue tied, so I'll keep my mouth quiet.
All right.
Hey, Nadine.
Hi, Nadine. Welcome. I am Shari.
Hi, Shari. How are you doing?
I am doing great, and I am happy that you are the queen among the kings here on the program tonight.
Yes, how wonderful.
You were a child star, so you have known stardom from a very, very tender age. Tell us about that and that feeling, because every time I think about it, I'm like, growing up as a child, we have endured so much, but to deal with stardom so early, how was that for you?
Oh my God. For me, when it was happening, I wasn't even realizing it because singing was such a part of me, But then like on reflection, did I enjoy it? I just don't think I was supported because nobody understood what was happening. So I can't say I regret it because I've had some wonderful moments in terms of, but I wish that somebody could have understood it. So, as a child, you can't process anything. You don't understand life when you're a picnic. So when you see yourself being famous, when you see, what adults experience as with the fame process, people chatting about you negatively, you're just exposed to all kind of different mad people, seeing people. You can't process it as a child because you don't have the life experience. So I think in some sense, when I look back at it, I wish that there was, right now, like, people experiencing stardom as a child. I think there are more people that can speak to them on it, but I didn't have it then. Not that I regret it, because that was my journey. And I guess, as I said before to people, I never chose music. Music chose me. And I just have to grasp and understand the world that God placed me in.
Nadine, it's DJ XL. Thank you so much for taking time out. You're such an amazing woman. We are all starstruck, and myself and Shari is so lovely to be able to connect with you as a female in the industry. No, it's really amazing. So Shari's a female artist herself, and I want to know what advice you would give to females in the game, because I'm coming from the DJ world, Shari's coming from the entertainment world, and you're coming with a whole leap of experience. What sort of advice would you give to females coming up in this game?
One thing I've learned is that even if you have mediocre talent, you can develop it. So I believe sincerely, if you don't have no talent, you're not going to work. If you can't write, you can't sing or whatever. If you don't have no talent at all, think differently. You could have sexy like tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a sexier woman coming up. But if you even have mediocre talent and you develop that and you are disciplined and consistent and you are dedicated to your work, even if you don't have the number one hit, when time goes, people will hear your songs and respect you. That's what I'm saying. So it's not about being the flash in the pan for the moment that people aspire that you're the top artist for 1 or 2 years. Is what are you? Are you dedicated to your craft? Are you dedicated to making your singing sound better? Are you dedicated in making your songwriting better? So it's not a process of inflating your ego, because that ego thing, the number one business, can last like a flash in the pan.
Right.
When I speak to people about Nadine, the first thing they say is your sound. You have this unique voice, Angelique. And not just that, you have the kind of down-to-earth behavior that appeals to people. Do you think that's really what sets you apart as a female in this industry?
You know, because so much things chat about me, but not even know, I'm glad for them say that. I don't know. One thing I know is I'm a real to myself. One thing I know is I always try compete with myself. I'm not really a person. I know say I can't sing. I know say I can't dance. I know say I don't look too bad. I know that. So I'm not really flustered. No, I'm not flustered about anybody else. So I'm not really a competitive person per se, but I compete a lot and I'm hard on myself. So where the talent is concerned, I am always trying to outdo myself. I'm always trying to sing better. I'm trying to find out where in my sound I can improve. I think as I've gotten older, my voice has gotten richer. With regards to being down to earth, I have been famous since I'm 11, so fame kind of stale to me. And I've gone through the ups and downs of fame, and saw how it has distorted and destroyed people. And realizing and recognizing that fame is just an illusion, and you can buy into it, and then when the thought comes, it can drive you insane. So I never really focus solely on the fame machinery, because I see that people have gone through a stuff that you are the belle of the ball, and then they kick your butt, and you are just like the vomit of the moment. So I've gone through all the stages. So I've learned probably view it from a paradigm of knowing that it's part of my work, but not let it consume me to inflate my ego or to inflate my self-esteem, and that my self-esteem and self-worth is built. I can't say I know I can sing and I know I can dance. I know I can talent. One moment, me just talk to my neighbor. Judy, may I do an interview? All right. So I know all of that, but yeah, my neighbor hears me out because I'm looking outside. So I know I can do all of that. So my self-worth is, I know I'm a good singer and all of that, but my self-worth is not contingent on what people like me for the moment or not, because I've been through that, and they exalt me and then they treat me like vomit after. So probably that down-to-earth aspect of it is basically sobriety.
Okay. But you are still here standing. You have one of the glorious opportunity to work with the world's finest where reggae is concerned, Bob Marley. Tell us about that and how that makes you feel.
Honored. Bob started me. Bob, he basically used his top-down machinery to give me a start in life. Because if you know about the wailing wailers, most of them used to wail, literally, because the producer them did so cheap and tan bad back in the days. So with Bob now, when he gave me that baton as a child, basically I felt some sense of responsibility to represent my start in a way. If anybody have known me, I never really go to a certain extent in terms of I have one of the biggest dancehall songs that come out of Jamaica. Some people say one of the biggest songs because it's still playing internationally, which is Action Not a Bag of Mouth. Nonetheless, I am I grew up as a Pan-Africanist. with my father, who eventually became a Rastafari. So I have all of them teachings there in me. So I never felt that I could do certain things, or I never wanted to do certain things, because I felt that I had to honor my beginning, the Bob Marley start. I felt that even when I got kicked down, I had to rise up because I had a king of reggae, and through me, he was basically responsible for my start. So even though how I conducted myself, how I move, and I have my being in the world, I always think about that start and think about the responsibility, and just like thinking about that he basically saw something in me as a little girl and was there at my first recording. So that was something that is still even in my mind after 40 years of being in a career. Nonetheless, you think about my granny also, we're still dead, but the day above rock, we look at me and beg me not for shame her, when in the music industry. So I am very, very much aware of the shoulders that I stand on in general. I know that I really think of the schools that I've been to, and that I'm a representation of all of those people who invested in me. So yeah, the Bob Marley there, but it's a lot of
Hey, Nadine.
No, I was
Nadine
high
is
school?
Nadine. It's let me tell you, Nadine is on the line. Nadine is Cat. I'm from Cat Radio and Silk Radio. I'm gonna drop a song, and I'm gonna talk to you about this song. But I'm gonna play the song first, and then I'm gonna take you on a journey with this song.
Hey. Oh, yeah. This is for my baby face. You got a cute baby face. This is for my baby face. Yeah. Now listen now. We have so many things in common, yet we are two different people.
No, but you know the thing about it, the world. Nadine, welcome to welcome to Cat Radio and Silk Radio. I tell you straight and plain, this is the journey where I'm gonna take you on right now. You said this song. To me, everybody think that the song where you just talked about was one of the biggest songs, but to me, this was one of the biggest songs when I was growing up in dancehall and getting into music. This was one of my biggest songs.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Like Action is like the international song, but I think the biggest Nadine Sutherland song. You know, so me still like when it come on to special, the song when me eat the food the most is this song.
Yep. Of course.
Like like even now, like I go up to the country, like above rocks where my parents live.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting on the veranda, like a Saturday evening, and I'm a string up for dance and I'm a play early juggling. It's always Babyface playing. So I think that you drive through the country, you on the radio, it's Babyface playing. So I think that one of the Babyface resonates on a level that sometimes I'm like, blow. Babyface resonates on a level. It has become something that even I am like, wow.
Right.
Wow. But you give thanks for that. You give thanks for that, you know?
Nadine, dance don't start until Babyface play. Any dance string up, if you don't hear Babyface, it not start yet.
I understand.
Because I know personally, in my days of playing sound system from Jack Ruby and all these songs I play, this was one of the sound. If you haven't get the sound level right, if you can't get the sound level to find out which direction the weight is driving or where the top is driving, I know your mic sound, if you don't play this song, you can't get it right.
That's what I noticed. It's one of those songs that just like unreal.
Yeah, because every other sound man in a Jamaica or anywhere at all will tell you this was one of the songs that make dancehall and reggae and everything to. If you can't get the lever off of this song, you can't get the lever. The sound now play good if you don't get that song, yeah. So when this song, hold on, I'm gonna tell you a little thing. When this song come in, it just like put a little ice upon the cake to say Nadine is somebody. Hold on, Nadine.
All the girls them want, and then them jump on those and chop. Hear them want. That is
mercy.
Wait for Nadine. So this is what I'm talking about.
You know the story about the song?
This is what I'm talking about. You know, let me ask you some question. Let me ask you, Nadine. How on earth is this collaboration collab?
Hold up. Yes, hold up now.
Yep.
Hold up. Sorry. What are you saying, Nadine?
There's a story behind the song. Do you know the original version of my song called Wicked and Well that did not have Buju Banton on it?
Right.
So it's two different songs. If you really know the history, you have Nadine Sutherland, ooh, Wicked and Wild, and you have Buju Banton, Dicky Dicky. Now, I don't know. I'm going to tell you how I learned about this song, the morphing of those two songs. If you really look at the history, and if you Google it, and you look for Buju Banton, Dicky Dicky, and you look for Nadine Sutherland, Wicked and Wild, it's two different songs.
Two different songs. Yeah, definitely.
Two completely different songs.
Yeah. That
was voiced on the same rhythm. So, me there England one day, and we're going to one recording store. That time, I made a do demo. If try get a deal, and then they want put me in a like a R&B direction. My youth, we're going to one Jamaican store, and the man said, "Congratulations on your #1 hit." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? I don't have none." He said, "Congratulations with your #1 hit with Buju Banton." I said, "Me not have no song with Buju Banton, sir." Come me, I look on the man, I think the man I idiot, and the man I look on me and think me a idiot. And I'm like, I have no song with Buju Banton.
Yeah.
I'm switching up. Me all up Buju Banton with some emphasis in it. Come, I said, the man a fool.
Yeah.
The man look at me and look at me and say, "Congratulations on your song, #1 song with Buju Banton." You know, so the man did have to take out the record and show Nadine Sutherland, Buju Banton and Nadine Sutherland. And he said, I'm going to play it for you.
Yeah.
And he played it. This is in London. I had no idea because I was away from Jamaica. Like I record the song.
Right.
It was released. And like in the process of me being in England, I was in England for around 10 months or 2. They morphed the song together. When they morphed the song together, it just shut off like a rocket. And the man played, and I hear my song. I hear Lord of His Mercy, and I'm like, okay, that's good. And I hear ooh ah, ooh ah, ooh ah, ooh ah, ooh ah, ooh. I'm gonna see a Buju voice come and go, dicky dicky, dicky dicky. I'm gonna say no, I lie, no. And then them just play over the dicky, the girls them gone back. That is how that I learned that I had a song with Buju Banton when it became #1 across the world. Believe me.
So how did that happen?
It's quite a story. It's quite a story.
So how did that happen?
Producer
Donovan Jermaine. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Because we did the song. The rhythm was done for Penthouse.
Right.
Buju did his. Nadine Sutherland did hers. Them release it. Me go about my business in London. I live my life. They never tell me that we're gonna morph them together, and them put the two songs together and release it. Buju Banton and Nadine Sutherland. So that's what happened. So that's why I tell you, say, research this song. I said that it's two different songs that they built, they morphed together. Me and Buju was not in the studio. Me and Buju never made that decision to do a song together. They just morphed the two songs together.
Wow.
And got a hit. And got a big hit. And which I never quarreled about, because I'm like, them time them stood still and chew me around, Rastafari and come from Bob still. But me the dicky, I'm not gonna say that I never felt a certain way. I'm like, oh my God, my grandma gonna kill me a country. But still, after, I don't think my grandmother even was listening to dancehall. She was like, whatever. Like, keep coming to church, it's fine. So I never mentioned it to her.
Hey, so Nadine, is your background, is anyone else in your family, your background consists of music, or are you just the one who just, deal with music? Is anyone else in the family with music?
So, my father what my father can sing. My mother back is an incredible singer.
Yeah.
So said she never used her voice. Like I remember her singing and sounding like an opera singer.
Yeah.
Woo, beautiful voice. My brother can sing. My brother Gary is a studio engineer that worked with Tough Gang for many, many years.
Right.
So yeah, I have family members that can, but like in the younger generation, they are more academic inclined. So I'm not really see nobody where want sing or whatever. I have a niece who is love to dance just like me, and she's obsessed with dancing just like how I was obsessed with dancing.
Right.
But me not see nobody who really, who looking towards music, or nobody's showing that kind of, interest. So
Nadine, you're the star. Cause we actually I am personally one of the biggest fan of Nadine. When I was actually listening, growing up playing sound system, I would never go to sound system. I would never go to dance and play sound system unless I play these two songs what I just played now. Tell me about your young days. Give me some more of your days there when Nadine a rate dancehall. Give me and one thing I want to know as well. This song,
yeah, but I want to say something to
the baby
you.
face.
My life in the music industry didn't start then.
Yeah.
My life started from I was 11. I'm the first winner of Tasty Talent Contest.
Yes.
I had hits before Babyface and all that time in the 90s. I had Starvation on the Land. I had A Young One Like Me. I had Until.
Yeah.
That was like my second coming.
Yeah.
If you really know my history, that was my second coming.
Yeah.
I was a child star. By the time I reached my 20s, that was my second coming. And that's just it. So in those days, in the 20s now, me seasoned in a fame. Because I did meet, Bob and Pete, work with Peter as background vocalist and all that thing, Peter Tosh. And by the time in the 20s, I mean, it was exciting.
Right.
But probably if it just happened to me, it would have been more exciting. I already had some exciting days before. And it was not new to me, all this fame, the international level as where action went, being on BET and MTV and all that was, I don't know, I never even got excited about that because you must understand I was famous since I'm a child, and fame was never something that I even liked. I tolerated.
Hey, tell me about you look, because a lot of people are still trying to find out the location of Nadine, because people have never really know where Nadine is sometime, because if you ask somebody sometime where Nadine lives, some people would say New York, London, Jamaica, etc. Where is Nadine? Where you based, Nadine? Where is your base?
And that's all right. I am one of those nomadic people. I live in Jamaica. I live in New York. I have family in Jamaica. I have family in New York. London, I haven't been there in quite a minute, but like I've always been a person who is just like always traveling. You must remember my life from I'm a child, I've been traveling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a rolling stone that is gathering no moss, because in New York, I have a base. I have a serious family and serious roots in New York, because that's where when, my family migrated, they migrated to New York. So we put on roots there. And I have serious roots in Jamaica.
Right.
It's the funniest thing now when I come to Jamaica and I stay here a couple of months, I have to go to New York.
Right.
Because I have roots there also. So when people say that she live in Jamaica or she live in New York, they don't know where I am. I have homes in both.
Right.
And I'm like, I have a Jamaican number, you can call me. And the wonderful thing about WhatsApp is that this Jamaican number, you can call me anywhere I am in the world.
Right.
Okay.
Hey, Nadine, just tell me one thing before I actually leave you to the rest of the panel. Is Nadine still are you still recording brand new song? Because I haven't got a brand new song from you for quite some time. Are you still recording brand new songs? Or
Khaled,
what?
Me just send Khaled. Me send Khaled my new song, Chatty Chatty, and Waganishin again.
No.
DJ, I sent them to you. I sent them to you.
Let me not get that. You get it.
I am recording.
I host the Black Top 20 Countdown show, and I said, Chatty Chatty on it doing really, really well.
Are you host it? Me dear the other day, me hear something by the girl for the week. Me say, Ray. I said, whoa.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Chatty Chatty is doing pretty well. Chatty Chatty is getting out there and gaining traction, and all of that is being played and gaining traction. Waganis is also, I have a project coming out with in London with my professor, I started when I was at the University of the West Indies. Yeah, man, out of London. I started when I was at the University of the West Indies, and he decided that he's gonna put out these songs with some great songs that I did with him. In My Blood was released in what 2017 and did pretty well in Europe. So he's gonna just like grab everything and just put it together. Chatty Chatty released on the Danger Zone, and they, I'm about to start their project as an album. So there's gonna be a lot of music coming out. I took this year, after I went to UE and did my masters, I took this year and I said, Nadine, 40th. This is my 40th year since being in the music industry, since I'm a little girl. And I decided that I was going to use it to record and put out new songs. And I'm like, after this, God, me don't know what I'm going to do in my life. I never know so COVID I gonna come. Me never know so like the rest of the world.
Yeah.
I never knew COVID was going to come. It's just like, I was going to have this big stage show celebrating my 40th. A lot of my artist friends were coming on board and they were extremely generous, wanting to give of their time of the show, and we can't have it. But I've decided one thing: that 11-year-old girl that won Tasty Talent Contest and is celebrating her 40th year. I said to myself, although I'm not gonna have the 40th year that I've envisioned, the 40th year is in my heart. And like during this interview and just like speaking about my life and everything, it's part and parcel of getting my story out there to the public. So
let's talk about Action, because Action was listed as the top 20 duets of all time.
It was. And also, I think it was the number 1 reggae duet of all time, also in that list. Action is a big tune. Action is still played. Like, I'm surprised at Action. When I did a job as the director for the performing arts, for a year after I did my master's, and like go in my car and turn on the radio and the pop stations and some of the stations, Action is still being played. It's amazing. You go to parties, both Jamaican ethnic parties and African Americans and Americans, white Americans. Action is still being played.
Right.
When I went there, everybody from person that covered their heads, like the Muslims, the extreme Muslims, they know Action. So I'm very thankful for what it has done and what it's still doing.
Right, great.
It's still played and still one of the is almost like somebody said to me that being in New York, if I go to a party that is non-Jamaican and they decide to play any reggae song, they are going to play Action.
Right.
So I'm very thankful for what it has done, and not keeping me out there, because I'm not really focused on that. I'm focused on my new song, but still it's keeping me out there. I'm going to places and I go, that's a woman who sing Action on not in Jamaica, but anywhere, and the whispers like she sing Action and people start treating me differently, and it's not in my country, so it makes it's good. It's wonderful.
Sure.
So Nadine, I think plenty people do not know that when that video was shoot with you and Terry Fabulous was never on set for that video, if I'm correct.
We were together on set. We never knew each other well, because we were thrown in the studio with Action. Thrown in the studio with Action. Tara and Dave Kelly actually laughed at me because I was busy skanking while I was singing the song. I need some Action. You think so I sing? May I do some blow dance, I'll move, then laugh over me. When I think about it, I know they laugh because I was dancing so much. And then when we did the video, all of the choreography that you have seen is my idea. I am the one who totally conceptualized all the dancing. That's Nadine Sutherland, because I have a dance background. Went to dance school, never really got my dance diploma, but went to dance school. So all of the modern dancing and the dancehall dancing, that's my concept. Got the choreographer, got all the dancers, handpicked all those dancers. Went and know that I wanted to morph dancehall with modern dancing. And if you look at Action, that was me. But when Tara and I got close when we were promoting Action. That's when Tara and I got close, because I think Action took us off guard as a big hit that it was, and we had to go all around the place to promote Action.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's when Tara and I developed a relationship.
Hey Nadine, let me just say to Nadine now, right? When we hear about Nadine Saladan, and back in the days when we was playing Nadine Saladan, I'm gonna touch a little point now, right? And this is what was going around ears when I was actually playing sound system and playing Nadine. We always hear that Nadine, oh, she's Pash from Uptown and etc. Is that one of the point? Is that true? He was one of the Pash artists and from Uptown in
No,
those
I
days?
never really even understood that. It's like I was talking to Being a Man. We did Rotterdam the other day.
Yeah.
No, we did Rotterdam when? Was it 2017 or 2018? Me and Being a Man did Rotterdam, and I confronted him. I was like, all of the time he hears me an Uptown girl, which was the most ridiculous lie ever. My father was a taxi man. I grew up country. No. I'm gonna tell you about my thing.
Yeah.
I grew up country.
Yeah.
My father drive taxi. I never grew up in the inner city. I don't know that reality. But in terms of my finances, me don't know. The only uptown me know is that I went to an uptown school. I was smart. We got micro practicing all age. My parents couldn't afford to send me go prep school. All age school me go to. And I passed because I was smart and go to one of the elitist uptown, supposedly uptown high school.
Yeah.
I may tell you, a taxi man is a taxi drive me there in the morning. So when I heard that I was uptown, it was very baffling. And I asked Beanie Man to explain to me, and Beanie Man said, "You must understand, as a Beanie Man, me did poor, not poor, because I never got hungry. But I was humble beginning, and everybody have me off as this uptown girl." And he said, when we hear about you, Nadine, in the ghetto, you go St. Andrew High School for girls, you're under Bob Marley and all of that, and you're brown skin. We talk about where me come from. I'm proud of where me come from. So that was a myth. That was a myth. And trust me, I have had some snobbery in my life from both sides of the coin. Downtown people kick my ass, and uptown people kick to my ass. Let's get real.
Well, I'm glad I cleared it up. You know what? I'm glad I cleared that up, Nadine, because I grow with that. Nadine Saladan is uptown.
I think that's when, that's the rumor and slander me from that perspective.
Yeah.
Became something that you rumor because she had a little touch uptown girl, which was basically not even the truth. I was such a little gangster for life girl, but whatever.
So, Nadine, how did that song came about? My next favorite song, anything for you. How did that song come about? Because that's one of my next favorite songs as well.
Somebody trying to Electra at that time after Action mash up the place, and then they do it with Snow, Anything for You. And after I did it with Snow as a single, Karen Mason, who is just a marketing genius, decided she was like Jamaican. She decided that there should be a remix, and then there was the remix, and nobody not even remember the song with me and Snow do. Everybody remember the remix because the remix was so hot and just mash up the dance hall.
With Being a Man, Terry Fabulous, Bujo, Lady Saw. What's that next
Lady
singer?
Saw wasn't on it. Lady Saw was not on it. Buju Banton, Terra Fabulous, Beanie Man, Culture Knox, Louis Culture.
Yeah.
Those were the artists that just boom. You could have give your heart to mine and brop, 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 brop.
Yo, I remember the first time I heard that song. I can still remember Snow in them glasses, I swear. Honestly, that was a big song. That song was a very big song. Because I think it was like one of them first songs where you hear so much top reggae star on one track. And you just rhythm just resonate with everybody. I still play that song.
Artists on one track, but all of them did a shot. Everybody come with them game. I mean, let me tell you something. There's something that I want crowd of people to know is that everybody wrote what they when you see perform. Nobody never go home. Everybody turn up right there. So them coming at the studio and write them part and do it and done it. So if there's something that we have to speak about, the talent of those artists. Every time I think about it, I listen to it, I just remember the process. Nobody not come prepared. Everybody just right on spot. If you see me walking down, there's something must be wrong. All of them think the way I hear, or them just come with them different personalities and them just them different flavor and them different vibe and them different thing. Right, just up on the spot, them just do it. Amazing.
Okay, Nadine. Nadine. So we're running really short of time because we've got Admiral Tibet in the line after you. I'm so sorry we didn't get to.
That is okay. Big up Admiral Tibet, and I don't know. I just want to say thank you to everyone for having me, and big up.
So
big up, big up.
How did the COVID affect your work at the moment?
You know, the COVID kicked me in my belly because guess what happened now? All the plans were being 40th.
Yeah.
I cannot execute them. I have been working so hard from 2019 to plan my year of 2020 to have these big shows with sponsors. All of my artist friend them I have to big them up, although we're not gonna have this show. Sprague said yes. Diana King said yes. Vega said yes. Ashay said yes.
Vegas next week.
Master Griffith said yes. Third World said yes. All of my friends said yes to the Dean 40th show. I was looking so forward to having my show. I was working tirelessly. I was knocking on sponsors' door. People were beginning to listen. And the show not going to happen because of COVID.
Think you could do belated next year, God willing, and COVID.
Because next year, you see, I maybe not even plan for next year because it's just something that look like it. Me don't know. It look like it can stay with somewhere, and it look like say, sometimes you think say you have it under control, like just boxing in your face. So me just like shut up my mouth and say, all right, Mr. COVID, you look like say you too bad. I don't even know what's gonna happen. All I know is that I am just quite comfortable in just like staying alive, riding the tide right now. Everybody that I know so far, they're healthy. I've had some tragedies in my family over the last year, not from COVID, but we're here and I'm here and I'm speaking to you guys and you're here and you're talking about me.
Nadine,
my music.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to have you. It's a pleasure to have you right here live on Cat Radio and Silk Radio. It's a pleasure to even me to hold a conversation with you because I grew up playing your songs left, right, and center. And tonight was I've been interviewed. I interviewed many artists, but tonight I nervous is not my thing. But tonight I was a little bit shaky, a little bit because you know what. And I don't normally get that because I interview some of the biggest artists of all time, but maybe because of Nadine, who I've been playing for such a long time. I end my conversation with say, it's such a privilege to have you here, right here on our platform, the UK Link Up, Silk Radio and Cat Radio. And thank you again to join us in our company. And I bless you. I continue to make God bless you to continue your work. Whatever COVID or not COVID, continue to do your work because we love what you do. God
bless you and everyone that I've spoken to. Please keep safe. Hug your families. And one thing that COVID has taught us is that we have to value each other because nobody anticipated this. So basically, just hug your families and keep close and keep loving each other because you don't know what tomorrow is going to bring.
Thank you. Thank you, Nadine. Thank you, Nadine.
Take care. And thanks for having me. God bless you.
Thank you, Nadine.
Bye.
This is Cat Radio.
Big up, big up, big up.
All right, now we have Admiral Tibet to the world.
We are living in a serious time. Whoa. Don't let the devil blow your mind. The time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. It's only in the Father, you know I put my trust. The time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. All over the world, everyone is in a heated rush. It's not everything good for eat, good for talk. I don't trust no shadow of the dark. They will walk and talk, eat and drink with you, pretend as if they are with you, but I won't let no one harm me, and I won't try to harm anyone. But when you think it's peace and safety, it's a sudden destruction. The time is so serious, cantankerous and I say believe people business and mind your own. I say believe people business, cantankerous and dangerous.
It's live right here. Hey, it's Cat Radio and Silk Radio. Admiral Tibet welcome on board. Panel.
Greetings, my family. Greetings to all my family. You see me?
Oh my God.
Greetings to my family. Greetings to my family, you know.
Holy for greetings, the humble giant.
Trust me. Yeah, man, giving thanks for life, giving thanks for health and strength, you know.
Give them all
Serious time.
Well, as you realize, you can see in which even right now, in this pandemic, they call COVID-19 coronavirus, you can see the time is really terrible. It's manifestation, you know.
Yes.
Real.
Oh.
You the acapella in the general, make we hear the voice. Still going strong. We hear the voice. Cause them tune a big tune, you know.
Oh
so
my goodness. Anyone.
Is there any special song?
Any
one of them.
Anyone.
Right. I say Philly people business and mind your own. I say Philly people business. The people business alone. The people business and mind your own. The people business alone. The people business and mind your own. You in my way, like a rolling stone. I like stick and stone, cannot break your bone. Then we kill the lion with the sling and the stone. Samson kills a Philistine with the donkey jawbone. So,
Lord Jesus. Admiral Tibet, the name. You convert Kenneth Allen into Admiral Tibet.
Well, the Tibet was before the Admiral, yes?
Okay.
The Tibet is a primary school, from primary school days, you know. I got the name Tibet. Not until when I came to Kingston in 1982 when I did a couple tracks around by King Tubby's studio. Nothing much in terms of sales ever come from those recordings still, but in terms of experience, studio experience, I definitely gained that in that time. So I did have those songs on cassette. So there's a virgin who listened to the songs one day and asked me what name singing by. So I said Tibet. Him said no. Tibet needs something else with the Tibet. Him said you have Josie Whale as a colonel, you have Charlie Chaplin as the principal, brigadier as a general. So him said why not me, the admiral?
Oh.
So that's how the admiral put to the Tibet and Admiral Tibet.
So where did the name Mr. Reality, where did Mr. Reality come about from?
All right, there was an artist, may his soul rest in peace, and passed away many years ago, named Gregory Peck.
Mm-hmm.
Gregory Peck, he was the first person who referred to me as Mr. Reality.
So, and then so I just work with it. Then the first car I ever owned, that was like the logo, that was the sticker on my car, Mr. Reality. So from there the name goes on,
I think that has to do with your message in your music?
Yeah, definitely. To be realistic, yeah, is the message in the music, the consistency and the positiveness, I think.
Well, as we heard just now, your songs have longevity. It's relatable, and I mean, over decades, it represents the same. How do you go about writing these songs? Because they must come from a place, and and resonate with people in that kind of a way. It's not about just making music, but music connects. Tell us about that process for you.
Well, hear me now. Most of my songs, them come, if not all, comes through inspiration, yeah?
Yes.
So I get the message to deliver.
Nice.
Yeah, so I won't take the credit, yeah, as a writer. I got it through inspiration, Definitely. So that's how I think the powers come in.
So let's talk about your sound. Let's talk about your sound system experience from your own sound. I do believe Torpedo.
Yeah, Torpedo. Yeah. Torpedo was like, that was a sound that I sing on, like in the 80s, early 80s. That sound was from the same parish, same district where I was born, yeah? Torpedo. So that was like my little community sound where that sing on, most of the time.
And what district? What district was that?
Okay, the St. Mary's the parish, the district is Free Hill. And I was born in Free Hill, grew up in Oxford, so two adjoining district, Free Hill, Oxford. I was born in Free Hill, grew up in Oxford, so very close,
Okay.
You had a remix for Serious Time? You had a remix for Serious Time?
Well, it was, well, I don't know if it's, I don't know if it's the one with me and Shaba and Ninja.
Shaba, yeah.
Yeah, man, me Shaba and Ninja. That was from 90s, yeah? Early 90s. Okay. Yeah. That was a remix, because there was you don't know verbally, Shaba and Ninja. It's not like now where these artists sometimes don't take it physically, but in them time they're just verbal war with Shaba and Ninja and them things. So I was like the referee who come in, and bring them together with the time. It's so serious,
Nice.
So what is your reference with the 12 tribes of Israel?
Well, hear me now. I think somewhere on the internet, I seen which I don't know who, because naturally my sister, I'm a Rastafarian.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like separate myself, like, you didn't say now you're being the 12 tribe, but I'm a Rastafarian, yeah? But somewhere I don't know where the error come from, but somewhere on the internet I can see something about 12 tribe. Nothing is wrong with 12 tribe, but as I said, I'm a Rastafarian. I don't separate myself like 12 tribe or Bubba are, yeah?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Rasta,
Mm-hmm. So you've always been a Rastafarian?
Well, I would say that from birth, I would say that from birth. And when I say that from birth, it's like even in the beginning of my career, like when I start singing, the message in the music, before I even think about putting on locks, it's like people used to say, why I don't put on locks? Because the songs them that I'm singing, them powerful, and them I look to see me as a Rasta man. In other words, them I look to see locks. But as I say, it is in the art. It is within, yeah? So I think from birth, when I say from birth, and that is why you say I cannot sing no other songs, no other message. I cannot sing no other music, no other message.
I was just about to ask you. Wow.
Yeah, I just cannot sing another song about away from positive, conscious music teaching people, you know, and helping people through the music, you know.
So how
Admiral,
does it
there
make you
must be
feel when you?
Sorry?
No, I was
How do
saying
you
there
feel
must.
when you hear the? Yeah. Sorry, Shari.
Yeah, that's okay. You can go ahead.
No, I was just going to talk about the negative because you got the negative forces in the music against the positive forces. And
Yeah.
where do you stand with that?
Well, from my youth I growing up, whenever time like bad things reach me, to me ever get stronger, you know.
Okay.
So of course me ever get stronger. I mean, so you see when I'm doing positive and see negative around, it give me strength. It give me more strength to push on stronger, you know. So I don't have no problem, like it don't get me weak.
Mm-hmm.
It don't get me weak, you know. I just stand for positiveness, righteousness. I mean, say good must overcome evil, and that is my concept from the start singing, yeah.
Yeah.
Even when there was time when other producers, promoters, even other singers to like myself trying to distract me from the message in the music, and them say the message is too strong. Why not cover some version, or why not sing some softer song about girls and things like that? But then I find it hard words to make that transformation, you know, because this is what I'm doing right now. This is what I was born to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Tibet, Big D. I will share you take Sunfest.
That was 1989. Dance all night, Big D. So that night was mostly like, you know, dance all night is mostly like for the DJs.
Whose
So
tune was running that time? Whose tune you have that time?
Well, I've leave people business alone. War between Man and Babylon. Quite a few of them. Time is so serious. Quite a few of them, yeah.
I mean, you say you destroyed bad, you know, man.
Well, the performance was excellent, you know, and I think again, there was some negative force. This go back was some negative force that was going on backstage because I wasn't like the number one artist. So there was like some negative force going on backstage, and that is how I get the strength and develop that power and strength to perform that night.
Okay.
So you see, sometimes out of bad come good, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Hey,
it's a mission, not a competition.
Admiral Tibet is Cat here. I'm gonna ask you a few questions, so we're gonna go right back into the songs, which is.
So, sorry, my brother, your voice is a kind of way back still. Yeah? I'm not hearing you clear as Big D. Yeah.
Are you hearing me clear now?
I'm hearing you, but not as clear as Big D or the ladies, beautiful ladies. Yeah.
All right, clear. All right, so let me just get my mic a little bit close up to you, so you can hear me clearly. All right. So make we take it back to songs like "Serious," right?
Yeah.
Songs like "Serious." In many years ago, when you done the song "Serious," we have never known that we actually gonna see this time when things is really, really serious. Now, when we look back in music and we look back at some of the music what we listened to years ago, we can go back and say, these are one of the songs. It's just like we can look back on a Bob song and say, XYZ what Bob sing. We can look back on this song. Because in this COVID-19, this is one of the songs, which is also one of the leading songs, Time Is So Serious. Tell me how you arrive of making this song back in them time there, right now.
It's like what I said to the daughter earlier on. Say it come through inspiration because I never know what is going on right now. That song recorded from 1986.
Right.
What is going on right now? I never know it would take place or it would be going on. Yeah.
Right.
I never know that.
Right.
So it must through inspiration. And as I said, the Almighty Father of his people, his chosen people who he use and give them the inspiration to spread the message, you know?
Right.
Or to warn people, or to teach people. So I would say I'm a servant of the Almighty Father, just doing the work, just spreading the message, you know.
Right.
So I don't take like, yeah, he's a great songwriter, but consciously I know that it comes through inspiration. Because sometimes is after the songs them record and start to play, sometimes it's years after me start to listen to certain part of my own song, and I said, "Wow, what made me say that? What made me say that?"
Can you play Admiral new song, Cat?
Yeah, I'm gonna get to it. Yeah, but I just wanted to explain this message, because this is a serious message. Yeah. So therefore, cause in the whole thing which going on right now, this is one of the songs where we always mention to a person, like when we have a conversation or a vice about what going on in the world right now with COVID-19, we can always remember and catch up on the word and say, remember, say Admiral Tibet did sing this song, say time is so serious and cantankerous and dangerous, and we never know say that I come right now, but it there. So it's the same way, or we can go back to say Bob say, have no fear the atomic energy, because none of them can stop the time, and we can relate to song like Bob to say war. So when Bob said therefore in those days when Bob said it was war, it wasn't physically war and killing people, it was what going on now. So we join all those songs together. And we see where these songs are positive songs, which these are the songs right now where we have to actually. So may I go play a new song from you, but we'll get back to some topic and to the type of artist where you are, and may I go ask you some question after I play the song here.
It's a blessing.
The journey is like a heavy load, but I'm ready to travel the rocky road. I'm not gonna wait until tomorrow. Listen, where I can go for it today. The journey might be steep and narrow, but I learned by the mistakes I've made yesterday. There's a time when to wait and a time when it's now. I'm gonna make it some way, somehow. Remember, make it while the sun shines. No one can stop me from going for what's mine. I'm not gonna wait until tomorrow.
Not gonna wait until tomorrow. Admiral Tibet, tell me how you arrive at this track. I'm not gonna wait until tomorrow.
It's just a message, you know. It's just another message again, you know.
Right.
I mean, just another message, you know, to urge people, you know, if they can do it today, why not? Instead of wait until tomorrow, you know. But at the same time, people not never done before the time, so people cannot rush. It can be rushing, but no matter how hard you're rushing, it's still going like you're going slow because the thing not ready for happen yet, you know.
Tell me, as an artist, as an artist which is in the business for so long, but what I noticed with you, Admiral Tibet, in all these years you have been making it song, and its song. What I noticed in 2020, you're still not left out of the business. You're still in the business. Tell me how you maintain that.
Well, yeah, my brother, it takes a couple of things. First thing. The first thing, you know, I cleanse myself. I try to be pure, clean and pure. In other words, I don't have no grudge against no one. I don't hate no one. You know, I try to live good. I give when I can give. I do my best. When I can do. You know, that is blessing. The other thing again, I try to eat properly, my brother. I don't eat certain things. Certain things I don't eat.
Right.
Definitely. And I, try to drink the right thing. Certain thing. The next thing, the third thing is my exercise. Exercise, it is very important. That is very important. Get my rest, get my night rest, and all of them things there. seeing. But as I said before, live good, live clean, live pure, and you must get the blessing to pursue or continuing whatsoever you're doing, you know. So that's how I'm definitely deal with it, my brother.
Right.
That's
Hey, Tibet. You know what? I'm thank you so much to have this conversation with you tonight. I could ask a question from now until tomorrow, but I'm just gonna leave you to the rest of the panel to continue to ask you a few questions because I could continue to ask a question from now until tomorrow. Yes. But I will catch up with you some more time.
Thank you, my brother, man.
Yeah,
thank
surely
you, my brother, man. All the blessings.
Panel.
Yeah.
Look, Jesus. Admiral Tibet.
Yes,
which would you say is your most successful studio album? I was looking at Coming to the Light and Babylon War.
Yeah, coming to the light. I won't let you go any further. Coming to the light.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So you have accomplished a lot in this business. I don't know if you are in the process of nurturing any other talent or if you have family members that you're guiding along the way.
Well, let me say this fast and quick. My little daughter named Shari. Big D know about her too. My little daughter named Shari. Yes. Oh gosh, man. She's the one right now, you know.
Yes. Remember her, Excel?
She was on the program under the Kids of the Legend couple weeks ago.
Yes, I remember. Beautiful talent.
I've been playing Chavez for quite some time, man. Quite some time. I interviewed. I was introduced to Chavez by Big A. Dongairy FM. So I've been I've been playing her for a very long time, and I spoke to her a couple of times, and I was frightened when she told me that you was her dad. You know, so I was the one who tell Big D that it was actually your daughter. You know what I mean? So yeah, so I've been I spoke to her. I'm playing her like for months and months now, so I know full about her. Brilliant artist.
Yeah, man.
Music is in the blood.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your touring. How about your touring? Has that been affected by the COVID, obviously?
Well, yes, definitely. And I think with most artists, if not every artist, because, I think it's best to stay safe and, make sense. We take no chance right now at this time because money is not everything and it's not everything money can help, So health and strength come first, you see me?
Of course. Have you done any online shows or performances?
No. I just keep a low profile and utilize the time by, as I said, get some rest because I know after all of this, is work. So I just utilize the time by getting some proper rest, doing my exercise, eat right, and full joy myself.
Are you based in Jamaica?
Yeah, definitely. That's where I live. Yeah.
Okay. So what's next? What's next for you after COVID? I mean, it's hard to make plans, but have you got a rough idea of where you want to lead?
I know the works continue, and I must say this. It's been years the album haven't released with Admiral Tibet, so I know the world is thirsty right now for an album, And I make this promise. I make this promise over and over and over, and I must apologize to the people that might be. I make this promise a couple of years ago and said, but all now the album don't come out as yet. But then the reason for that, we need to deal with it proper. So it's not a rush and or come up thing. We need to deal with it proper and good, So we need to spend time to deal with it. So, but definitely after this COVID and this thing, definitely album. Anytime after, I won't say a time, I won't commit myself to a time, but then definitely an album will be out.
Or even an EP.
Well, once it's in the pipeline.
What else?
Or even an EP, because artists spend so many time trying to make the perfect album. And sometimes you don't need like 12, 13, 14 tracks. Sometimes a 5, 6, 7 track EP is enough to keep people satisfied till you're ready to come again.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, man, working on it, man.
Okay.
Shari? Yeah.
Well, it's a pleasure to share with you. We're coming down to close time, but whenever we get this kind of opportunity, we always tend to go all the way. There's
And
lots
look,
to know about
and
you. With your kind of
and
knowledge.
it's a good vibes and it's a good feeling. And I am also glad for this opportunity for this interview because out of sight, out of mind. Sometimes the people are not hearing about the artist. They feel like the artist is not exist or the artist run away or out of this business. So give thanks for this interview also, man.
Mm-hmm. So you want to tell how viewers or listeners can find you on social media?
Well, all right. It's my daughter Shave. As I said, certain thing is just my daughter Shave. I kind of make deal with it because I just stay focused and stay focused on other things. So she's young and so vibrant. So I just make you take care of certain things.
Certain things.
Yeah. So all of those links and contacts. Admiral Tibet, me have my email address, admiraltibet45@yahoo.com. They can get me on that. I'm on WhatsApp also. My phone number is not a private number, so also can say boy 1-876-467-3296. That's my phone number. So that's my contact, and
Okay. We understand, and that's what the younger heads are for. How technology is.
Yes,
they will lead.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Admiral Tibet, it's a pleasure to have you here, right here, and Silk Radio and Cat Radio. Big up yourself and continue to do the work where you actually was put on this planet to do. And we once again thank you to join us right here on this platform. Big up yourself.
Thank you also to my family. Thank you, my family. To all of
you have anyone to big up him, Admiral? Anybody to big up?
Well, I'm just big up the whole of England and Rasta, Birmingham, and all of them. Tyrone Melody, I'm a youth, Governor Shines, a whole heap of people here, Big D, yourself, to all the staff there right now, to everyone, yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Nice.
Rastafari.
All right, big up my boss.
Big up Admiral.
Manners.
Well, thank you for sharing. And
blessed love.
Ready to travel the rocky road. I'm not gonna wait until tomorrow. Listen, where I can go for it today. Yeah.
Coming up to the Rocky Day and close of the show, I am brilliant artist there, Admiral Sibit. What a voice, of course, and what a platform. Of course, want to thank the panel this evening. Want to thank the panel. Of course, want to thank the panel as well. Everyone in the panel too.
Cat, hold on there. Kevin have some question the way some people from Manchester want to ask us. We know we are run over time. Go on, Kevin.
The question basically, put in a nutshell, is basically the lady is saying she have a friend, and she tried to have a conversation with him today about it, that her friend woman is controlling him. You know what I mean? So he's basically the woman in the relationship, and the woman that wear the pants, and she tried to talk to him about it. So they were asking the panel's opinion.
Well, my opinion about that is that simply mean a man must always be a man. And if you live in your house, or if you live wherever you live as a man, and if you can't be the man, that guy, if you can't be that guy, then it simply means that you have to get yourself somewhere and move out. Because at the end of the day, there is no way, no woman on the planet is supposed to rule no man. Just as much as there is no way, no man should rule no woman neither. Because everybody is an individual and everybody is 50-50 in a relationship. So you have your say, me have my say. Nobody no control nobody, brother.
So what about that saying, behind every man is a strong woman?
It simply means that behind every man is a strong woman, but also behind every woman is a strong man. Behind every, it's a 50-50 in all the way, because if you have a weak man, it not really make no sense you be the strong woman neither because him now gone away in a life. So it have to be 50-50. Everybody is an individual and everybody have them strength.
Well said, Kat. Well said.
Traditionally, even from Bible days, the man is seen as the head of the house. What we have had now is the balance, a shift in the balance of power. And there are a lot of relationships today where the woman is the strong of the party, whether by financial resources, whatever it is. And so you find that one person is more demanding because they believe that the tilt in the balance of power gives them that edge. Now, for me, where a relationship is concerned, a man is supposed to be a man. A man ought to lead. It doesn't mean that you always have to impose, but if the relationship is on a platform of respect, regardless of your financial status or your educational level, whatever you use to make the distinction, once the relationship is on the foundation of respect, then the man should be always standing in his pants. That's my opinion.
Okay, so what would you say is like the signs? Because like you say, some enough people is in that kind of position, but they don't realize that they're in that position. You understand? Like certain people, like you just said, the woman are run things, but they just see it as being a normal thing. Or
they don't see it as being the norm. I don't think that is true. We all have a conscience, and where honesty is concerned, they may not admit that to other people, but a man knows when he is not in charge.
Yeah.
Yes, they
Any
do know.
Questions, Kevin?
Me? No, listen, that's a question that was asked.
Kevin asked a question.
Oh, Kevin, I asked a question.
Yeah, may I ask it on the behalf of somebody that texts in, say why they might try to talk to your friend about the situation and say, yo, what from outside looking in on the relationship, the woman run things like the woman talk to him in
So Kevin, where your friend I say no, like if me want go dance now and cat call me and say D, me could go dance and me now take out my clothes we go dance now and the woman said to me say me can't go. So what you said to me say she tell me say me can't go and me can't go.
Yeah, or maybe start some form of argument in the house.
And make you feel like and she take it back. I feel her car, so she tell me say me can't drive it. Okay.
I don't know if I'm amused, after having such a wonderful show and all these fantastic people in the business. And that's the only question your people could call, could text us.
It was supposed to be from earlier, but the show was going so good. I thought I'd just leave it until the end of the show.
I think next week we're over 9 minutes over the show now. So
because we are already out of time.
Yeah.
So to be continued.
Excel, you can give out your social media or they can get to you.
Okay, so Instagram is DJXL2, number 2, and Facebook is XLDJ. Hit me up.
All right, Shari.
Okay, my social media handles are for Instagram, it's Shari Music, JA. For my fan page on Facebook, it's Shari. You can always find me there.
Mind that fan page where you're talking, that the same fan page like Angel fan page?
No, not at all. That's an OnlyFans. That's something totally different. I just have a Facebook fan page.
You can give out your social network, Cat.
Hey, just find me right here on Cat Radio. It's this is Impa Radio app there. Our Google Play Store is down at the moment under repair, so we get back to that a couple of weeks time. And then you can find me on Instagram, Catman Promo, and you can find me on Facebook, Junior Catman, right here on Facebook. So I just want to say to the panel tonight, beautiful show as regular, and we continue to do this, and we continue to do what we do because we are actually have a platform to change the way our music going in this business and educate people as well, and young people out there will take the message, the lesson what we put out there, and we just want to thank the panel.
Your social network, Kevin.
VIP Entertainment on Facebook and Instagram.
Well, they can find me on One Big D. And I'm Shari next week. Who we have next week?
Oh, we have Mr. Vegas. We have Shalom. I've got news for you. I am definitely looking forward to that. We have two more flyers. Yes. I mixed it up earlier.
And Major Grumpy, yeah. And Major Grumpy.
A British artist, that's Major Grumpy. So it should be a fabulous show again.
Interesting.
Can't wait to see you all.
All right. So thank you for the night. All the listener them, big up to Mr. C and Rash Sherby and Dougie and all of the listener them all over the world, man. Next week.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bless.
All right.
Okay. Thanks. Bye-bye.